Yeah, that's a lovely introduction. Welcome, people. Yeah. Welcome. That was Jan City you heard there. Welcome to a members special edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm also joined by my two regular co-hosts, Ryan and Jan City. We'll start with you, Ryan, my G. How you doing? Everything blessed?
Yeah, man, all good, bro. All good, you know. Enjoyed the watch along a couple of hours ago, even though it was the most boring game in history. You know, the watch along is just, you know, banter in it. So yeah, man, all good at the moment, bro.
Well, I like to hear you all good, and you're right. The watch along is literally just a link up. You hear me? It's just everyone to link up and just talk for an hour, 2 hours and a half, especially when Manchester United playing. And of course, last but nowhere near means least, the lovely, the talented, the hardworking in a spa robe, Jan City. How you doing? Just a thumbs up, yeah. Why you got a mouthful or something? What's going on? Are you chowing down on sweet plantain chips? Okay, by Grace. All right. But yeah, big up to everyone who is locked in. Like I said, this is a members special edition. So not only can you ask us, you have to be a member to comment. You can ask us sporting questions. Also ask us sporting questions. I mean, non-sporting questions too. You already know what to do. If you're locked in via the YouTube, hit the like button on the video. Hit the like button. Make sure you share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel. It is road to 2,500 subs. Big up Lewis, who was here early. We put AC high. This guy gonna run that into the ground, and make sure you subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. Here, a joker. But where to start? Where do we start? Because I can't really start with Manchester United because what the hell is there to talk about?
Shall we just let Jan City get a Gabby love out of the way first, and then we can enjoy the rest of the show after?
You know what? This is why I fucks with you, Ryan. Because you're spotting it. So yeah, go on.
I ain't got nothing to say because I wasn't trying to slander him. People were slandering him, and he just proved everyone wrong, innit? So,
no,
he really didn't. He missed about 10 chances before that goal anyway. And the first goal winning off a defender anyway, so like he actually almost missed it, innit? So,
he just proved our point when it came to a minute of like we're so critical. But all jokes aside, mine is Gabby. How you feeling about another title coming? Do you feel like vindicated because everyone was so critical? Don't ever look at me like that ever again. So vindicated about look at her face. Look how happy she is. Oh,
you know what it was, yeah? Do you know what it is? Because like every other season City won the league, like I didn't do streaming in it. So it was just like me sort of bragging on my Twitter with a bunch of City fans. Just not the same. But like obviously, since I've started streaming, like sort of the end of last season, it's one of them things where it's kind of like with you know, with everyone, they kind of like the start of the season, people always like rule City out. If City have like a bad season, the next season no one rates them and they're like, yeah, City ain't gonna do it. And it's like City have quite a few times now come back off the back of a poor season and gone on and won the league. So it's like, for me, at the start of the season, I was like, City should win the league. Then, obviously, like I said, when we didn't look like we were going to win it, I was like, okay, maybe they're not because they don't look up for it. But then that Chelsea game, since then, they've just turned it around. And, you know, we're seeing the City that we saw sort of 18-19. I think this season has been very similar as 18-19 was for City. So, apart from the fact Liverpool were at this time top and we were battling them, do you know what I mean? That's the only real difference because like City, sort of the run that we're going on now is kind of what we did at the end of the 18-19 season, whereas we've kind of done it a bit earlier this season. But yeah, like it's nice to see when you back your team for something and they actually deliver because, you know, I'd love to sit here and be like, yeah, City are going to win everything. But it's like, I doubt that's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's rare. It's never happened in this country. So I just can't see it. But in the league, we're doing well. The Carabao Cup, we tend to like that. So I'm hoping we can win that. But yeah, I don't really. I think the pressure's kind of off City now, isn't it? Because it's kind of like I know everyone's saying quad, but I don't think you can kind of expect a team to do something that's never been done before. Like if it's kind of like United did it 3 times, then I'd be like, okay, United did it 3 times. We should be expected to do it. So I don't know. Like obviously, I think if we just ended up with the league, that wouldn't be good enough. Just based on how the season's gone, it wouldn't be good enough. So City need to make sure they don't just win the league. A league and a League Cup double. We've done that a few times now. That's all right, but you know, I'd rather we kind of better that. And then the only thing you can do to better that is really the domestic treble.
Okay, here's a question.
We could potentially do.
Yeah, now you've made that point. This is what I ask you. I'll Q&A you like I'm in the chat. So City are in genuine. You like that, innit? City are in. Yeah, I can tell. Look at that grin on your face. Made me lose my point and my train of thought. Now where was I going with this? Oh yeah, that's it. So City are in genuine chance of. They have a genuine chance of winning a quad, and they could win all 4 trophies, and they're in for all 4 trophies. So what I'm going to ask you, I'm not saying you will, to rank it in terms of worst to best in it. So it looks like, yeah, you're going to win the Premier League. So you have the 3. So obviously the quad's the best. You know what I'm saying? That's the best you can do is the quad. The next best thing is the treble that, you know, Manchester United did. The FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, Ryan, you pitching on this. What underneath the quad and then that treble is the best thing underneath that?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is as well? You know what it is as well? Because we're already in the Carabao Cup final, to lose that is worse in a way. Even though the FA Cup treble is better, because we're in it, we would have to lose that final, which isn't good. Do you know what I mean? So I think I don't know. Like obviously the quad is the top. Yeah,
that's the top of the tree.
Below the quad is obviously the
United treble,
as in the treble. Yeah. Then obviously it's going to be the Champions League, the league, and the Carabao Cup. That would be the next one below it. Then the one below that would be the Prem
League and Champions League.
Yeah, League and Champions League. The one below that would be the league, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. The one below that would be the league and the FA Cup. The one below that would be the league and the Carabao Cup. And then below that would be just the league or just well, technically, the Champions League on its own would go higher up.
But where do we? That's what I was going to say. Where do we rank that? Would we rank the Champions League over a domestic on its own? Is that better than a domestic treble? I think it is. As wild as it sounds, 3 trophies.
What are you talking about? Even the Premier League, they're going to win the Prem, aren't they?
Like, I get what you're saying, but I think in order to do that, we would have to completely bottle the league and lose the final. So even though on paper the Champions League is better than the domestic treble,
yeah, you're spot on.
The domestic treble shows if we don't win the Carabao Cup and we don't win the league, I think that Champions League would paper over the cracks because there would be cracks. So it's one of them where we'd probably win that and then not win anything else for like the next season. So yeah, I think on its own, if you asked me at the start of the season, I would have taken the Champions League on its own. But I think where we are now in the league, I can't say that I'd be happy with anything other than the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the league's in there, so it's to make the scenario more realistic. You have to put the league in there, and now we're looking at 3 trophies.
Well, that's why I was ranking it with just the league.
Yeah, you're spot on. Yeah, you are spot on.
Do you know how jealous? Do you know how jealous I felt when she was ranking all those scenarios? Like,
I want to. You know what? I love you. No, here's the thing: is Ryan. I love Young City to death. I wanted to strangle her through the screen when she was talking like that. Innit? You know what I'm saying? Imagine being asked that question, and it's a legitimate question to be asked. Innit? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to grab her through the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like how, yes, the jealousy is through the roof when I look at my team, especially today. And what's even more telling is 2 things in regarding to that. Other rival fans like yourselves are starting to see it, especially with the watch-alongs. And 2, today was a turning point. This is the most I've ever seen Ollie when Ollie out has been trending on social media. This is the least defense I've seen of him. Like I'm not seeing nowhere near on my timeline as much defense of him as normal. I'm seeing people who are Ollie in staunch Ollieing, like strong iron fist. You get me? Thanos fist with the glove. You know what I'm saying? Defense of him being like questioning him and questioning the team and that. And it's like, yo, come
Not
over
even
to the
when you-
side, innit? Go on, fam.
Not even when you got knocked out of the Champions League.
Nah, people still
this
defend it.
is worse.
Yeah, this is worse. There was still strong defensive in them. Because at that point, if I'm
No.
because
Do you know
at that
what I
point,
think
people
it is
were still-
today, though, that's made it worse is there's two things. The first thing is you've got a Manchester derby at the weekend. So normally you go into a Manchester derby thinking, if we win this, it's great. But it's kind of like, because you've dropped points in your last two games, I think if you beat Chelsea and you draw today, people aren't having these debates as much. I think people would just be saying, okay, well, we got 3 points against Chelsea, blah, blah, blah. But because you didn't do that and then you've dropped points again, it kind of means like the derby, even if you win the derby now, it doesn't really affect City because it's like, because you've dropped 4 points in your last two games, that's basically the points that City would have expected Man United to get. So if you then beat us, it puts us 11 points ahead. You know what I mean? Which doesn't really make too much of a difference. So I think that's the problem. The second problem is that you're not clear second. I think if you were clear second and it was like City were ahead, then there was a little gap, then Man United, then a gap, then everyone else, I think people would be less on his case. But realistically, Leicester dropped 2 points tonight against Burnley because you would expect them to beat Burnley.
Yes.
They dropped them 2 points, which obviously was a good thing for them. I mean, for you. But you didn't capitalize on that. So now it's like they're right behind you. So if you do lose to Man City and they win their game, they go above you. So I think a lot of people, the Ollie Inners, have been saying, we're second. But now that's not as secure as it was. So I think that's what it is, because people are realizing now, yeah, we are second, but we could be third. And then if you go third, you could then be fourth. So I think people are kind of thinking, if Liverpool get into form,
Thank you,
which I think they will, and Chelsea, who look like they're going up.
Even Everton,
yeah. Like there's a few teams that are waiting for people to drop out the top four. And, you know, like was said on an earlier podcast that I did on Eyes on the Ball, they were basically saying that, okay, everyone is assuming that West Ham and Leicester are going to drop points, but what if they don't? What if they go and win games? What if they continue to win? What if every time you drop 2 points, they don't drop any? That top four situation could become critical. It could become a point where on the last day of the season, there's you, Chelsea, and Liverpool all fighting for that fourth spot. Like that is realistic. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's why the Ollie Inners are kind of looking at it a little bit different now, thinking maybe we're not as secure as we thought.
Yeah, and you know what? Everything you just said there, spot on. Lovely put. You put it much better than I could have. Secondly, I want my damn apologies in it from all you people who are always on my case, whether it be on shows or online and at me and you're negative and this and that. You need to back them up. Back what? You know what I'm saying? And that look at what has happened. You know what I'm saying? Since we went top of the league.
Back your manager, man. He's got you in second place.
That's not my manager. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you're talking about in it. That's not my manager in it. So don't put the big MY in it. Don't put Mike and Yankee in front of, you get me, that manager word. You get what I'm saying? That's not my manager.
I'm just waiting for Jeremiah in the comments.
Yeah. He's not my guy. He's not my guy in it. That's not my manager. So yeah, I want all you people who criticize me and that, I want my apologies, because I told you that I didn't want to be right. I knew I was spot on. When I get people seeing tweets and I'm seeing people say, right, if this continues, I'm going to turn Ollie out. Because it's like, right, we've been spot on all along. This isn't nothing new. It's not like we got to this game and we were flying. Then all of a sudden we played Crystal Palace and we were terrible. You know how many clear-cut chances we created against Crystal Palace tonight? 0. You know how many clear-cut chances we created against Chelsea? 0. You know how many clear-cut chances we created against Real Sociedad? 0. So in the last 3 games,
clear-cut chances you're going to create against Man City? Probably 5.
Nah, 1. We'll get 1. We'll create 1, therefore. Yeah. John Stones will slip over or some shit. You know, Jesus will give the ball away on the edge of his box.
Jesus
you know
would,
yeah.
He'll do so much. He'll do so much. Jesus,
More likely to get the winner.
He'll do say hazy. You know what I'm saying this now. If he gets the winner, I'm cutting off the live stream. I'm
Oh my God,
ending
that'd
it,
be
ending the live
hilarious.
stream. If he gets it, I am
Oh my
ending.
God, that'd
I'm
be
ending.
hilarious.
Ending the live stream.
One time against you.
Yeah, but that was.
Want another goal?
But it wasn't the winner though, was it? And we wasn't doing a live watch along, so it's nowhere near as bad. If I was at home just chilling by myself and he scored, I can just ignore you and turn off my phone, innit? But if you're on a live stream, you see all the comments. Yeah, he ain't getting. He's on the bench. You do not Forest come from. You know me. He'll do saying
position bench. Yeah.
Position bench. Hey Zeus, innit? Gabriel. Yeah. Hey Zeus.
Well, Aguero was rested in it, so I'm assuming Aguero starts. But
yeah,
the problem with Aguero is it takes him a few games to get back into the full flow. So I can't see Aguero really doing much in the derby, to be honest. I think it'll be a case of he comes off or Pep might start like a false 9 and then bring him on and change it up, because I just think he won't. We need to go and be on the front foot against Man United. And I think if Aguero plays, he probably won't get back into the flow that we need him to be in to score.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't start Aguero, even though I'd love to see him start and I'd love to see him play. I'd bring him on at half time, personally. But it depends what Pep does. No.
I'd rather see him on the bench, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Keep him on the bench. Salute, we just got a new member. Salute to Cam's TV. Big up to you. I don't know if that is that Cam's channel or is that someone do. Salute to you anyway. Let me know. I don't know if that's our boy Camsy.
I don't think it's Cam's channel.
It's not.
Is it not? All right, well, you know what? Salute to you becoming a member. I'm not sure what level you've gone to because it doesn't say, but I'm going to check, but I appreciate that also. But yeah, in regards to all, I didn't want to be right. You know what I'm saying? We've played 4 hours of football and created no chances whatsoever in that. Oh, yeah. Facts. You know what I'm saying? If he scores the winner, like Yan City's getting blocked. Yan City's getting blocked across all socials. If you hear me. Yeah, of course. What would you expect? You expect me to just take your slander? Like I don't deserve that. Why would I deserve that?
Yourself. No one likes to diss Gabby like you. So now if you got to diss him.
I can't wait to watch your watch game on Sunday.
You're going to be coming on to me like, oh, Martial, he scored 1 goal.
Would I do that to you? Have I ever done that to you? Ever? Would I ever do that to you? Never. When you criticize when Martial scores, when he has scored in the past, I never get onto you about it. Never. I never ring you giving you banner.
And I never ring you giving you banner. So why?
That's true. Because I'm not looking to hear you talk about Gabby. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But salute to everyone who's locked. Like I said, this is a members only. This is a members special of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. So we just be answering questions, sporting or non-sporting whatsoever. Big up Lewis in the chat. When the surface says Shaq is wrestling on AEW right now. Shaquille O'Neal's in wrestling. True say he's been in WWE before, actually. That's mad. Thank you for sharing that with me. Let me know. Thanks for letting me know. Yo, God press the reset button. Everyone's just doing what they want. On a complete side note, I suppose it is sport. I seen Snoop Dogg in a wrestling ring jumping off the top rope. I'm like, yo, what is going on here, innit? Yeah, exactly. See your face. I'm like, what is going on? Big up Harris, who says the MVPs are back at it. Big up Harris each and every time. That's my G. You can catch him on the channel a lot more often, and we have a show coming with him soon too, as well, innit? You don't get all the exclusives. I'm saying, so we're looking to add. There's shows in the works is what I say. How many will get added this actual month? I don't know. But there's at least, I think there's 5 shows in the works. 4 to 5 shows that are in the works. But I don't know how many will get added this month. So I'm not going to put a date on it. But yeah, we working. And they're not all 2 out of I think 1 out of 4 of them are football shows. So there's one of a sporting show and then a couple non-sporting. So yeah, man, we're going to continue to add shows and content to the channel for you lot. I got a question. Don't you think the Premier League is now a farmers' league? Leicester got knocked out by Slavia, and the fact there has been 2 seasons where Liverpool are sitting and running away with it. I don't think it's a farmers' league. I think that's a bit too strong. This is just me answering this, Harris. I don't think it's a farmers' league, but I've said this for the longest amount of time. The quality of the league has dipped. And that's not a criticism of City, because City are a quality side in any Premier League era. The Liverpool sides that won it are quality side in any Premier League area. But the chasing pack and the rest are not good enough. And what I look at it is how do the rest of them teams do in Europe? That's how I look at it and gauge on it. You mentioned Leicester going out. Like, for instance, when United and Chelsea were going at it for Premier League titles, we're the two best teams in Europe. We're contesting for Champions League finals as well. We're getting to latter stages of the competitions. Like, back them times, 3 out of the 4 teams in the semi-finals would be English teams. So that lets you know it's the strongest. And the Germans had their run. The Spanish teams had their... I think, 7 out of the last 10 Champions Leagues have gone to Spain or something like that. Something crazy like that. I know Real Madrid won 4 out of 5. And then Barcelona won 2 or 3.
Then Barcelona won it the year before, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So it's kind of like, that's how I kind of gauge things. So Farmers League, no. Has the quality dipped? Yeah, but that's not a criticism of Manchester City, because they can only play what's in front of them.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Ryan, I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, Farmers League's too harsh. I mean, yeah, the quality's dipped, and you see that in the European competitions, like Harris has said, where Leicester are getting knocked out by Slavia Prague at home. Mm-hmm. And then you look at the only English team to have won a Champions League since, like, in this decade, or pretty much this decade, has been Liverpool. The rest has been, like, teams. Well,
Chelsea won one in 2012.
Oh, yeah, Chelsea won it in 2012. But since that, there's only been one English team's won it, and it's us. And the rest has been like Real Madrid, Barca, Bayern, and all these. So the quality, like Flawless said, has definitely dipped. But Farmers League, nah, I don't think it's a Farmers League. Like, I think that's a bit too far. But yeah, it's definitely not what it was. Like, I don't think, apart from Man City, like if a Bayern Munich were to draw a Liverpool or a Chelsea in the Champions League this season, I don't think they're going to be terrified of them like they would be of City. So now it's definitely dipped the quality of it, and you're seeing that with how easily City are running away with it and how easily we ran away with it last year. The only title race that there's really been in the last few years was the City-Liverpool one in 2019. Other than that, no, there's not really been any intense title races for a while, really.
Jan City, your thoughts on it? I'm loving that you are enjoying them planting chips so much in that. I hope everyone has as much joy as Jan City has with them planting chips.
My mouth is hurting so
bad. If you need to dip, me and Ryan will hold it down. We know you're in pain.
Sorry, I don't sleep till 5 anyway. There's no point.
All right.
What's it called? Yeah, I think it's one of them, innit? It's in the Prem. There is usually, I know you say the quality's dipped, which obviously, yeah, a lot of teams are kind of worse than they were. But at the same time, it's kind of like we have had a lot of games where it's been sort of mainly 2 teams winning the league. Do you know what I mean? So it's been like, it was Liverpool, I think, won it most of the 80s. United won it most of the 90s. And then they'd have like one team popping up in between to win. So it's like, it has been more dominant than this. Like, City haven't dominated the league the way Man United did, the way Liverpool have. So a lot of people that are kind of saying, oh, the league's shit because it's not competitive anymore. Actually, you could argue it's more competitive than it's ever been, because in a 10-year stretch, there's more than 2 teams that have won the league. You know what I mean? So if you think in the last 10 years, 2011 was United, 2012 City, 2013 United, 2014
Leicester.
No, they didn't win it. It was Chelsea. Chelsea, I think.
When Chelsea 2015, but go on, carry on.
No, Chelsea won it then. 15, actually. No, 15 was City.
It City who won it 2014?
Yeah, City won it in 15.
No, when Chelsea 15?
No, Chelsea was 15.
Leicester. 17 was Chelsea, I think. 18, wait, actually. Yeah, 18 was City. 19 was City. 20 was Liverpool. 21 is looking like it's going to be City. So it's not like it was in the 90s where it was Man United, another team, Arsenal, Man United. It's not been like that. So I don't know. I think it's just...
I think it could get like that.
No, the reason why it's not been like that is because them teams that you mentioned there all fell off.
No,
all the teams that.
What I'm saying is there was times where Man United won the league something like 8 out of 10 years.
Yeah, because we were
like it's not been like that. So as much as people say, yeah, it's fallen off and blah blah blah, at the same time, it's actually less dominant than it's been for a while. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that when we go into a season, we don't know who's going to win the league is actually entertaining because people can say all they want, City or Liverpool, but that's only happened over the past 3 years. Before that, the title race. Before that, so when
wait, who was the last team outside of City or Liverpool to win the league?
Chelsea, wasn't it?
In what year?
17, I think. Yeah.
Was that Conte? Was that Conte?
Yeah,
I think that was Conte's Chelsea team. Yeah.
See, and I don't see a team outside of City or Liverpool winning it. I'd say for at least the next 2 years. So we've had half a decade of dominance.
I think City win it next year.
I'm not saying that City haven't been dominant. What I'm saying is that throughout history, there's always been a more dominant team. There has. When it was Man United, before Man United, it was Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? It's always happened. So what City are doing is not new. It's not new. This has happened before. And City aren't even dominating the way Liverpool and United did.
Say that again.
Possibility.
Not the first team.
There is
I think they will. I think they could dominate.
They can. There is. So like Ryan says, they can. If we get this team now, because the thing that Man United had is you had a young squad that went on to win consistently. We now have a young squad. So we'll see if City can do the same because like I said early on this show before, I was saying like when Man City first got money, we needed instant success because you can't spend a load of money and not get anything. So they had to buy older players. So we got people like Yaya Toure that were like sort of end of their career-ish. We got players in. We did get a few young ones like Aguero, but a lot of our players were kind of older. And so the team that we had was kind of changing. We still had our spine, but the players around the spine were kind of swapping and changing and, you know, coming and going. We've had a bunch of players. So what City are trying to build now is a squad where that squad plays 6, 7, 8 seasons together. So it could end up like a Man United where it's the same squad who go on and win everything. Like, and then I think like the way it is with winning trophies as well is once you've won it, it becomes easier to win it again, if you know what I mean. So I think we'll have to see. There could be some dominance, but I think with the money that's in football now, like City aren't the only team with money. We aren't the only team that can go out and buy players. So I don't think it'll be like it used to be. I think City won't win like back to back titles. I don't think that will happen.
Because only the GOAT can do them things there. Big up Harris who says, would you take the GOAT? Not none of these fake ones that be at Barcelona and that.
Back to back as well in Bayern Munich, can it?
Hey, props to him and that. You know what I'm saying? Hansi Flick also won a quintuple or some. I don't even know what a quintuple is. Is that 6?
Sextuplet.
So what's a quintuple? Is that 7?
It's 5, I think. I think it's 5.
See, I don't even know these things and that. You know what I'm saying? I need to play some FM.
What? The only other manager that's done that is Pep at Barca, isn't it?
What, the quintuple or the sextuple?
No, the sextuplet.
The sex. Why do I say sex? Anyways, would you take Sarri flawless?
I thought it was sextuple.
Yeah, I thought it was sextuple too, and that. But she's saying sextuplet, so we'll go with Jan City's pronunciation.
I don't know. That.
Yeah, it could be that.
I know how. One, we have to go
yeah, I've heard how she says Ranieri in it, so trust me, I know with it.
People always get me with the way I say things, isn't it? Well, that is my accent. That is how.
No, it's not. It's not no accent.
Ranieri.
Yo, she just butchers it. Yo, it's funny.
No.
You sent me a voice note and she said it twice, yeah. And I was on the train on the way to the radio. I can't say that
name. It is what it is.
It's the way, yo. I played a voice note of the show, Ryan. I will. Would you take Sarri flawless? At this point, I'm desperate for anybody, but no, not an ideal world. Nah, I don't want
anyone but Ollie.
It is literally ABO at the minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point I'm at with this guy in it. Like, I'm just tired of this in it. At least with Sarri, it'd be something new. a talking point. He smokes a lot of cigarettes on the side of the pitch. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, it's certain new.
He has a style and a system. At least.
That is true, but so do I. I play FM and put together my style and system. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't OG. Actually, I'm cold and I win bad trophies on FM, but that's a whole other story. Carefree Lewis says, question for the panel: where's Rashford? He got lost with.
Oh, Rashford was
he
awful.
got, you know. Hey, less of that.
Bad.
You know where he is, Lewis? He got lost with Werner. He was.
Do you know what someone did today, which is really interesting, and you guys will love to see it.
I really wouldn't. But
they compared a certain person's numbers with Rashford.
Don't say Gabby.
Quite similarly enough. Quite similarly enough. I didn't say no one's name.
Yeah, but Gabby's stat pads against these Burton Albions in the Carabao Cups and all that. Like.
It's not. It's against Real Madrid.
Whatever, man.
They're the only stars he can get.
100 points. It's key goals and key games against them. To be fair, he did get some against them Farmers Liverpool.
Yeah, no, we did. You know what I'm saying.
But it's what it is, isn't it?
Whatever, in it. Gab's trash. Flawless, you're going to open up the lines. I need to get rid of some of this stress. That is something that is coming, actually. We are going to do some form of phone-in, call-in, show types thing in it that we are working on. So, yeah, we're going to work on that. I don't even think we will beat Mourinho's points record. What do you mean? Oh, when Mourinho was here, was it 81?
His best season at United?
No, yeah. He's talking about his best season at United. I think he got 81. I think, yeah, because City got 100. And we were like 19 down on him. So, yeah, it was 81. Shaq went through, big up Winter Surfer. Shaq went through a table. Mazza, give Flawless his. They ain't gonna give me my flowers on Oli. You get what I'm saying? Prime David Silva or Modric, two different players, isn't it? So I can't compare.
Yeah,
they're two different players. One's like a 6, the deep lying playmaking 6, and then Silva's much higher up the pitch. Both ballers, though.
Yeah.
Both ballers. Both Lewis says, Mo Salah, welcome to the AC Penitentiary. What you got to say about that, Ryan? He's for your guy.
I already know. My guy, I already know he's going to be in there tomorrow. It'll be shocked if he isn't. Nah, man, that's not my right winger, I'll say that. He ain't my right winger. Nah, man. I wanted to be Real Madrid's right winger, not my right winger.
Right, it's not having it. Cam says no. It is Cam. He said no. It's a different one.
You know what? You got to be careful.
Oh,
you got to be careful what you wish for. You know, because imagine, Liverpool are in a Champions League final against Real Madrid, and he scores the winner. Like,
we're not making no Champions League final. Champions League final.
Here's good. Oh yeah, so his comment says I changed my channel name recently. I just bit my tongue, I changed my name recently, but the show was too lit. Yeah, last week, too lit. Last week, not to join. I can't even talk. Bring it up. Ryan, how confident are you getting top 4?
I'm not confident, man. I don't think we're getting top 4.
So, what do you think the top 4's will be?
City. I still think United will get top 4. Oh, then it becomes tough, man, because Leicester are bottling it, like Chelsea. I think Chelsea will get it. Yeah, I think Chelsea. Then it's like anyone but like us, probably, because Leicester are bottling it, but it's like, are we gonna be the ones who take advantage of it? I don't see it. We beat Sheffield United the other day 2-0, and everyone's getting excited, but it's Sheffield United, innit? Like, they're the worst side in Premier League history. Like,
I don't imagine losing to Sheffield United would never be my club.
Yeah, but that's Ollie losing to Sheffield United. That's different, isn't it?
Ollie Tax, I was clowning around, but I get your point. That's why I said could never be my club.
Ollie Tax
is team would never do that.
Circumstance, isn't it?
Ooh, Ollie Tax is a what? Say that again. What did you say?
Mitigating circumstance. Yeah,
I'm gonna use that. That's what I'm using from now on. Ollie Tax is a mitigating. I'm defo every time, Brian. I got
that's what you knew when you want to get out doing an assignment.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of mitigating circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say
to get an extension or something. Yeah. That's not to get an extension and mitigate circumstances.
That's what it is.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not confident of top 4, man, because we're getting pammed tomorrow by Chelsea. I don't care in it, like.
You ain't getting
with that bloody Kabak geezer at the back, man. Honestly, bloody Kabak, he's so bad. Like, we're getting pammed tomorrow because he's at the back, and it's at Anfield as well, so we won't win. So I think Nah, I can't see us getting top 4, man. Because even against Sheffield United, we weren't even that good. It was more Sheffield United were terrible. But nah, we won't get top 4, bro. Like I said, I've been listening to Europa League music to prepare myself for next season, innit?
Okay. Oh yeah, Lewis, I got you. I just seen your at. Then I'm gonna drop you the link in that 2-2s. Same for you, Yan City. Actually, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Top 4. What do you reckon it's gonna be?
When I get in top,
No, dickhead. Yeah, you got jokes now. I thought your mouth's hurting up when you're telling jokes, innit? Look at you, you fool.
That's why I'm talking like this.
Yeah, sure, innit? It don't stop you from getting them jokes off, though, does it? Adding extra syllables in that, using your mouth extra. Huh? You all right now, innit? I'll shake your head.
I don't like it when Yan City's in pain. No one likes it when Yan City's in pain, innit?
Nah, nobody does.
Bloody pain. It's so annoying. But anyway, top 4.
Yes.
Thanks, Ryan. Now, see how we.
It's all right. Anytime. I don't even get how that's funny, innit?
Yo, I love you too. I swear down, yo. This show is great. Yo, I love this shit. Okay, this dynamic is brilliant, yo.
Top 4. Man City.
Sorry.
I actually think Man United will finish 3rd, but I don't know who's going to finish 2nd because everyone seems to just be bottling it. So, I don't know for 2nd, to be honest. I did think originally that Chelsea would make their way up to 2nd, but I'm not so sure now. Okay, let me just go with what I thought originally. Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool.
What was that? Man City, Chelsea. All right, that's mine actually. Ryan, who did you say again? Who was your 4? You just butchered everyone and said City, everyone's bottling it. United, City, Chelsea,
United, Chelsea, and then Leicester/Everton. Leicester/Everton, innit? Like one of those two. I don't know which one though.
I'd actually love Everton to get top 4.
I'd like to see Everton get top 4. So what, you reckon you won't even finish in the top 5? You reckon you will finish 6th?
Yeah. I think we stay where we are, yeah.
I think we finish above
West Ham. I think we'll finish above West Ham. I'll say that.
Might as well. Yo, Lewis, I sent you a link as well if you still, like I said, I didn't see that too. You said it'll hop on in a bit. Yeah, that's calm. Winter Surfer says, let's face it, if you go back through the Champions League, most champions run away with it. I hear that. Oh, he says not Farmers League overrated because Serie A is actually, I like their playing style more. I get what you're saying there, Harris, but that's just a more preference thing. Like when I was growing up, Serie A is the thing. I used to watch it every Saturday, Go Lazio with, I think, what was his name? Certain Richardson. James Richardson used to watch it because Serie A had marksmen. You know what I'm saying? Had everybody in the top 10 had a bad boy striker in there. Like when I say bad boy, like if you take any one of those strikers in their prime and put them in today's game, you don't get the likes of Gabby at Manchester City. It don't happen.
Yeah, I was gonna do the
It doesn't happen.
For the Gabby name to come in.
And Yan City knows what's spot on. But she's old enough to remember them top marksmen and that. If you take a Francesco Totti, he's in the top side and he played for Roma. If you take a Gabriel Batistuta, you get me, or Crespo and Chiesa, or Oliver Bierhoff, or Boksic, them guys I just named were even playing for top teams in Italy. They were even playing for top teams in Italy. This is what I'm saying. They weren't playing for teams who were in the Champions League. Batistuta is one of the best strikers I've ever. He played for Fiorentina, people, who are the equivalent now of probably I'd say Everton, like a top 7, top 8 side. Fiorentina weren't ever challenging for Serie A titles. So that's why so it's a preference thing. But obviously I love the Premier League as well because Manchester United, that's my team type of thing. Glazes Out says, I'm broken as a Man United fan. I hear you, man. We all broken, innit?
I'm so happy to hear that.
Why would you be so happy at my pain?
Because, Glazes Out, was trying to come for the...
No. Not no Glazes. I'm talking about me. You
slapped him because God's a City fan, as Klopp says.
You just heard me say, You just heard me say I'm broken, and she was like, I'm so glad. Do you hear this, Ryan? Talk to your done in it. You know what I'm saying? And that. Can't believe you say that.
I can't even say anything in it because my team's even worse. So
talk to your done. I just said I'm broken, and she just said, yeah, I'm glad, and clapped her hands and that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Jan, that's not on, That's not. You never do that.
angry for me, you know, because it ain't gonna work. Because do you know what? Yeah, when I come for you,
You never do that too.
I didn't even come for you. I just said I'm broken, yeah, and you attacked me. You know what I'm saying? And that. I never.
I'm so happy to hear that because you said glazed out says I'm broken as
with a bleeding gums.
Yeah, with her
She
bleeding
attacked you with
gums
her
in it.
bleeding gums.
With her
forward.
bleeding gums in it. No Murphy and
Just
that.
think
You know what I'm
about that.
saying?
With her
Let's
bleeding gums, she still wanted to attack you.
Let's take a moment in it. She willing to go through pain to cause me some pain. Yeah, me to verbally abuse me. She was ready to go through some physical pain. That's how much she loves abusing me. Yeah, you put your hand in your head. You know what I'm saying? Or your head in your hands. All right, love. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Cam says it does slightly worry me though that the Prem is the only top 5 league that doesn't have a title race at the moment. Here's the thing is, I particularly don't care about that conversation or care for it whatsoever. So back, not so much now, but I remember back in the day, a few years ago, this was always a major talking point in terms of what league's the best in the world. And me and Tox used to debate this, and then it got to the point where I was like, I really don't care because you don't get no trophy for it.
Do you know what? Do you know
you
what?
Get zero trophy for it.
Do you know what it is though? Do you know what it is though? Usually there isn't a title race in Germany. Normally Bayern Munich run away with it. Normally PSG run away with it. There is a few seasons, but the thing is they're less competitive in that sense, title race sense, than the Prem. Because how often do you get down to the final day and it's between PSG and another side? Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
In Germany, same thing doesn't happen. Even when Dortmund won the league, they didn't win it on the final day in extra time against Bayern Munich. They just didn't. Like, so people that say that, it's kind of like if you look at the other leagues, they're pretty like Juventus were just winning the league year after year after year after year. There wasn't title races. So yes, okay, the last 2 seasons, the title race has been.
There were seasons where Napoli were pushing them under Sarri. I think there was one season where Napoli really pushed you.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But then we've had seasons here where it's been like last day. Like, do you know what I mean? They're not all runaway seasons. Yeah. If it was every single season, Man City were 18 points clear, then I would be like, yeah, I get it. But that's not the case. Like, we only won the league on the final day against Liverpool. We won on the final day against Liverpool the time before. We won on the final day against Man United. So 3 out of our 4 titles were won on the final day of the season.
The thing is, I'm not, again, like people bring it up. I don't care as a Manchester United because I'm not a Premier League fan. Like I'll have the conversation because people bring it up, but like it's not my sword to die on. I'll never argue it. So say for instance, Ryan's like, yo, Premier League is clear of La Liga and Serie A. Okay, or if Jan City was like the Bundesliga is the best and it's clear of the Premier League. I don't care. How's my team doing in the Premier League? I don't care. I want my people to like, oh, the Scottish League's boring because it's always Celtic and Rangers. Ask a Celtic or Rangers fan if it's boring. Their grounds, when everyone was allowed to go to grounds, was packed. Even when Celtic were winning it and Rangers dropped all the way down, is it called Parkhead? Parkhead was packed.
Yeah.
Every weekend, whether they're playing Kilmarnock or Inverness, and Candolian and Thistle or whatever they're called, and all these teams packed week in, week out. Celtic fans don't care. Rangers fans don't care. Me as a Manchester United fan, if I could waver, I don't care about no damn title race. I mean, put my team 20 points clear in it.
I know it is.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I mean, it's the worst league in the world. I couldn't give a shit. I'm not fussed. I really not. Like people get like it's a badge and it's a hill to die on, innit? I'm just not personally fussed about it. Yes, it's a good conversation for things like this, but I'm never gonna argue it down. Never ever. And I'm looking at it like, all right, Champions League. That's a good way to get. How's my team doing in the Champions League? Because if the best teams are here, they'll probably go further in the Champions League. Whereas if they're not, we'll play other teams. We've seen the Spanish dominance of the Champions League recently. Like I said, they've probably won 7 out of the last 10 or something like that. I'm gonna actually double check it, but crazy. It's something crazy like that. And if you look before that, I think it's something
because I think
if you look before that, a lot of the times in the semi-finals when the English teams had their run, 3 of the 4 semi-finalists would be English. That tells you the English teams are the strongest. And before that, you had 3 out of the 4 might have been Italian. So yeah, man, that's why I ain't really too fussed like that. Ain't really too fussed like that.
It also depends as well because it's like if you take that season where the final was Tottenham, Liverpool, Tottenham knocked us out. So maybe if we played a different team, we could have ended up in the semi-finals. So it could have been City, Tottenham, Liverpool, and another team in the semi-finals. So that could have been a very dominated by English clubs. And then the other season when we got knocked out by Liverpool, if we didn't get knocked out by Liverpool, who knows? It could have gone. It could have even we could have even got to like the semis or the final of that. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like depending on how it goes, because if you go to like the biggest teams in La Liga, obviously Madrid and Barcelona, but if they both get each other in a knockout round and they knock one the one out, it significantly reduces the amount of Spanish teams, especially if they then go and draw Atletico.
Yes,
because it's like you're knocking each other out. So sometimes it's not as clear, because I think City are better than they perform in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Like the team that we have should not be going out to the teams that we go out to.
Facts.
So I don't know. I think it's a bit of both, like you say, what they're doing outside of the actual Prem and what they're doing in the Prem. But yeah, I think a lot of people get onto the Prem for the same things that they ignore in other leagues, and that's my thing. Like, if you're gonna say the Premier League shit because the same team wins it every year, which isn't actually true, you know, then you've got to look at the Bundesliga and see that Bayern Munich dominate everything. And not only do they win the league, they win the cups. Yeah. So, like in the Premier League, Man City have been dominating like that since Pep's come in. But before Pep was here, we never won more than like 2 trophies a season. So it's like it's not. I think like when they dominate, they dominate. Like they dominated last season and they won everything there was to win. Like City haven't done that. The quad has never been done in England. So it's like people haven't dominated across all fronts. Barcelona have, Bayern Munich have. So I just think that argument is not really.
Yeah, it's not. And like I said, it's not really. There's no. I'm all about, because I say this about my team, I'm all about, there's no trophy for it. So say, for instance, you are the best league. And this is not I used to, because usually I ain't really prideful like that. But it's the people who take pride, like Mbappe, for instance, when Leon knocked out City, tweeted Farmers League. Because I'm presuming as playing for PSG, being French also, he probably takes pride in that, you get me, type of thing. I just don't have that pride in the Premier League. I'm a Manchester United fan, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Above being a Premier League fan. Like if United left the Premier League, I'm probably not going to be as invested and as interested in the Premier League like that. I'll just be there I'll still be there to banter others, but I'm not going to be like supporting the Premier League teams in the Champions League and that type of stuff. So yeah, that it's a strange one. Big up Broads as well in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
I think
my
from
like, go on.
I think from like 2005 to 2009, that kind of period, that was when you could say the Premier League was the best, because I think from 2005 to 2009 there was always an English team in the Champions League final.
And the best players were here as well. I think people forget that.
Yeah,
the best
and
players
I think Liverpool were in a couple, Arsenal were in one, and I think United were in a couple. And then the amount of Liverpool, Chelsea were in one as well. The amount of like, you know, you had an all English final there. The amount of times Liverpool would play Chelsea in semi-finals of the Champions Leagues, and Arsenal were playing Man United in the semi-final of Champions Leagues. I remember like that big four was regularly getting to the last stages of the Champions League and getting to finals and sometimes winning it. That's when you could have said that the Premier League was arguably the best in the world and strongest in the world at that point.
No, that's a very valid point. No, that's a very valid point where you just made that. I didn't even think of it like that. And plus, adding into your point as well, the best players in the world were here at that point. If you look at them Chelsea sides, them Arsenal sides, Liverpool at them points, they was until La Liga came and just took all the best players in that. Real Madrid and Barcelona just come and snatched up Ronaldo, Xavi Alonso, Mascherano. Who else at that point? Other players would have left, I'm sure. There's them players. They're the players. Xavier, I just mentioned. Cesc Fabregas. Yeah. There's other players they came, and so Gareth Bale, you know what I'm saying? They're coming and taking Modric. You know what I'm saying? They're taking them to take their best players and that. Big up AFC 90s who says big up Flawless. Broad says I can say it now, even though she can hear damn you silence. Yeah, man, gotta lay down let her know who's boss and that. I'm saying I run shit around there. You don't run nothing.
Nah, yeah, this is Jan. Let's be honest, this is Jan City's channel.
Yeah,
I don't think she can hear it at the moment.
I hope not in it. This is why I'm saying it low so she can't hear it, but I run shit in it. You know what I'm saying? Just letting you lot know in it. Big up you lot in the comments. Yeah, man. Everyone make sure you smash the like button. Like I said, this is Sarcasm City member special. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, member special, and we bring special guests from the member specials and that. Mr. Carefree Lewis G himself. What are you telling me? Even though I don't like his name. There. What are you telling me?
Yes, guys. What's everyone saying? You good?
You're good. Not as good as
yeah,
you.
Man, good, bro.
Yeah, I'm chill, man. Like, what did I miss in the United game? I disappeared at like half time.
Yo, you didn't miss nothing.
You missed nothing.
If you would have turned, turned around, if you would have turned around and stared at the wall behind you for 45 minutes, you would have been as equally as entertained. You didn't miss nothing. Literally nothing happened. There was no bust up.
All of us got our prediction wrong for that game. I'm already sure of that.
The only thing that was entertaining in that second half.
I don't know. I actually still need to find where they are. I might have lost the scores. If not, I can get them off last week's game.
Yeah. That's because go on, Ryan.
The only thing that was entertaining in that second half was Jan City's weather report.
Yeah, that was it. You know what I'm saying?
That was literally the only entertaining thing that second half. Yeah.
Yeah, did it get worse? I remember you lot were talking about in the first half.
Jan City, did it get worse?
What, the weather?
Yeah.
I think it's mad foggy outside. Let me check.
All right, thank you. Much appreciated.
Is that getting you excited for the derby then?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, great. I'm already probably on that. It's Sunday, innit? I might start drinking before the game. I'm not gonna lie, innit? I got JD there.
What kickoff though? That's an early start.
I might start.
Plans.
You know why? Because
I think it's late. I think it's 4 or something.
Nah, it's 4:30 kick. You know why? Because if by the time we get beat an hour and a half in, I'll be too waved to care in it. That's what I'm thinking of, innit? You know what I'm saying? I might just start sipping early. I don't know, innit? Because they might drive.
You never know. You guys could win.
Yeah. Best we can get is a draw. We're going to draw in it. It's got draw. All jokes aside, I think it's got draw written all over.
It could have it. Yeah, it could have it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yo, Hams is disagreeing with you. Says, "Come on, Ryan, have some optimism. Yeah, you're not Arsenal."
Is this actually calm?
No, actually, it's not.
This is actually
calm. This guy confused us and that. Yo, but we was asking. Someone asked this, so we'll ask you, Lewis, in it. Your top 4 prediction, like who you think will be the final 4?
Now.
Yeah. For the league.
City. Who are the other teams around? There's Leicester, Chelsea, United, Liverpool, Spurs, Villa, and Everton. Let's go Man City. See, here's the thing. The only thing that I can confirm for the season is City will be in the top 4.
So you don't think,
I think you're a shoo-in? All to play for.
You don't think you're a shoo-in? I think you lot are a shoo-in.
We are. I think Chelsea will make top 4, but there can still be a question about whether Chelsea can make top 4. You can make an argument against it, but I still think Chelsea will make top 4. It's just the other two. I'm not sure.
I think it's Chelsea United and one other.
Leicester City, I think, will make it because I just don't see them bottling it twice. Who's the 4th club? Because that's one out of United or Liverpool.
This guy not trying to put us in, you know.
Your manager, I don't rate Ole.
Nobody rates
Ole bottling it.
Nobody rates
bottling it that bad.
Nobody rates him.
I think
Liverpool.
So what's your? So you're saying City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and who?
City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Leicester.
Wow, you don't even think United will make top 4?
It's United.
I think United makes top 4.
That is mad. Okay.
But I think Liverpool's injuries their players will come back and they'll be fine. Like how long is it before Gomez and the keeper back?
Right.
Gomez doesn't count, but Matip's out for the rest of the season.
Sorry, that question made me laugh.
And how long is Van Dijk out for?
Nah, Van Dijk won't make it for the season either. I think Klopp said that he's unlikely to be fit to play again this season. So I don't think any of them will. I think Henderson maybe next month. Maybe I'm not sure. A few weeks still yet with him. I think Jota's back tomorrow actually. Jota, Fabinho are back tomorrow. I know that.
Okay, Fabinho.
I think Klopp's
typical, always fucking
Yeah.
against Chelsea. I can't be asked.
Thiago Silva fit for tomorrow. Nah,
Nah,
but you got Don Andreas.
I don't
haven't
need
you?
him. We're all good. Thiago
Yeah.
Silva can rest up and come back whenever he's fully recuperated.
This guy, you know. Winner Surfer, big up for the super chat. Who's obviously is a member. That's why you can see the comment. It says flawlessly starting the Q&A on Sunday at halftime. I might do. I'm not sure if you can go live twice. But if we're 3-0 down, I might just leave them to the watch along and just start the Q&A and half cooked.
Yo, if Gabby even scores a goal, you've got to start that Q&A.
Yeah. I'm strongly considering getting waived because I got JD.
If Jesus scores, I think you'll cancel the Q&A.
Yeah, see that. This is Lewis, my done. He knows what I'm like in it. You know what I'm saying? And
flawless ain't being seen again.
Yeah, just without me in it. That'll be a flawless list.
Now me and Jan City will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
I mean, Lewis can. He's more than an adequate replacement. He'll be the replacement for me on that one. Yeah, I'm saying I'm not involved.
Yeah,
I'm not involved at that.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, big up Winner Surfer for the super chat. Question for you from where we at now? Where is it? Harris asked. You said anyway. Who do you think will be a bigger legend for City, De Bruyne or Silva?
Do you know what? I don't think that's as easy as it kind of sounds because the thing is, like, it depends how De Bruyne ends his career. Because if he goes on and scores like a winner in a Champions League final or something, that's going to be remembered. Do you know what I mean?
I hope not. That's literally all we have over you guys. We're shameless. We're at the Etihad chanting, "Where's your European Cup?" Even though the last time we came here, we lost 6-0. We have no shame as a fan base. I swear down.
Yeah, like I think it depends on how he finishes because David Silva's a big part of our history in recent times. Like he's a big part of it, and he will never be forgotten. But at the same time, if you know, like Aguero is not forgotten for a whole different reason. Like a lot of people who don't even know what football is about know about that Aguero goal. Do you know what I mean? So I think if De Bruyne has a moment like that, where it becomes part of the history books on its own, then he might be seen. And if he spends the whole of his career at City, he's already quite high up on the assist list. So yeah, he could be a lot bigger than he is currently, if you know what I mean. But if he left next season, I don't know. Because people are saying now, like right now, he's not like a legend as such.
Really?
So, yeah, I don't know.
I feel like he's a straight legend for you guys right now.
Yeah, I think like he will be. He will be.
Who De Bruyne?
Yeah.
He's still got time to go in that. You gotta understand the
time. Yeah, he's got.
Yeah, but like really and truly, he's got to be one of the best players to have ever played for your
just
club.
because he's one of the best players don't mean he's legendary though. Yo, the season he
got
got 100.
But that plus 2 Premier League titles, plus the entire Pep era in general. Like I feel like he's already stamped his name down. Like
he didn't play as big of a part in that 18-19 season
where he got 100 points
for a lot of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was injured for the 100-point season, and I've said this. He hinders them, man.
It was fourth the season they went head to head with us.
Yeah,
he was injured a lot of the
he was
second title. Yeah, that's true.
I was just trying to run some De Bruyne agenda, but it's tough,
the thing is,
I was happy to join. I was going to be like, send them off to another club, preferably back to us. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like he can make himself a much like bigger player than he is now, if you know what I mean, by doing certain things. But he tends to do well in the Champions League. Especially if he
was a champion.
He's definitely one of our better players in the Champions League. Him and Gundogan are the guys who turn up in the Champions League for us. So we'll have to see. I hope he wins it because like he obviously really wants to win it. So I hope he does. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. I think we're gonna have to see.
We will see. Here's a good from Cams who says, "Who are all your guys' favorite player of all time and why?" This is tough because obviously being a Manchester United fan, there's many favorites who I have simply because of my Manchester United ties. So name one in it over the successful year. But outside of that, it's Ronaldinho. Ridiculously, but it's Ronaldinho for me. Just he was the perfect blend between output and individual quality. You know what I'm saying? Not only did his teams win big things, he was also the main man and did it with just levels, man. I keep saying this to people, innit, man. When you're a Real Madrid, when you're a Barcelona player and you get clapped off at the Bernabeu, that tells you all you need to know, innit? Because United could play Liverpool, Salah could score 10 goals, and I'm still effing and jeffing and calling him every name under the sun from the strip.
So am I.
There's nothing, yeah, you definitely are as well. There's nothing you could do to clap him off. I think that I could say the same for Lewis in regards to, say, a Spurs. Harry Kane could do whatever at the bridge. Lewis is not clapping him off. You know what I'm saying? Same for Jan City with
I
United.
don't care. You can put my entire back four in a spliff. I'm still booing him off and chanting shit at him.
Same with Jan City. If a United player, if Rashford does bits at the Etihad, she's not clapping him off. Don't matter what he does. Man could score 15
It
goals.
goes to anyone. I'll see Lionel Messi and I'll just call him an Argentinian William. It is what it is. Anyone can get it. If you're playing against Chelsea, I don't care. For 90 minutes, you're a fraud.
I said Argentinian William.
Yeah, we had Rakitic coming up for a corner against us. She's like, "You're just a shit Bakayoko, shit Bakayoko."
You know what? Do you remember
Right with the corner flag and everything.
Played against Neymar?
Argentinian William.
Say that again, Yancy. Say that again.
When we played against Neymar in the Champions League and he was on the bench and City fans would go,
"Oh yeah,
yeah." And he was
nicely. That was hilarious.
He was rattled.
What would he say? What would he say to him?
I don't
It was
know.
just like dive.
Going like this, and he was rattled. But it's like it's Neymar in it, so it's like I don't know.
You gotta get it in that.
Don't diss my boy Neymar.
Argentinian William. So yeah, that's why Ronaldinho.
Argentinian William's classic.
When stuff like that is just iconic moments. It's just a shame that his prime years didn't last too long. But for me, it's Ronaldinho. What are you saying, Ryan? And your favorite player of all time and why?
Well, for me, it's Fernando Torres. Like that's just because I think it's because of childhood nostalgia. To be honest, like the first ever match that I remember going to was Liverpool Chelsea when he skinned Ben Ayeem and scored his first goal.
Of course, it was a goal.
That was mine.
Of course, it was.
He always scored against Chelsea at Anfield.
That's literally how he sold himself to us too. It's so jarring.
Yeah. Because I think as a little kid, you're always going to love the guy who scores all the goals, aren't you? As a little kid, like the goal scorer. So I think that's why there's still. I literally worshipped him as a kid. Like I was just mad about him, and I think I'll always love Fernando Torres. So yeah, a lot of it's just childhood nostalgia. To be fair.
No, that's fair. That's fair enough. Same to you, Lewis, isn't it?
Yeah.
Favorite player of all time and why? This guy. That answers that. The Danish Maldini himself, isn't it?
No, King Didier Drogba himself, the master of the cup final and destroyer of the Emirates every single time he stepped onto the pitch. It was glorious. 15 goals, 15 games, beautiful. 9 cup finals, 9 goals, and carried us to the Champions League. Yeah, definition of big game player.
He is
fucking love that guy. Yeah, Drogba has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Drogba, and I don't even like Chelsea, but I like Drogba.
I'm a big fan of Drogba.
Yeah, I like Drogba.
Drogba on Pro 5 and Pro 6 as well. Different. That's what I used to do. Cross the ball into the box. Yeah. I might have to bust out my PS2. You get me? But I've still got Pro 5 in it. I don't know if my PS2 is working though. I'm busting Pro. I'm seeing. Why are you shaking your head, Yancy?
I can't have fun on that. That's been a minute.
That might be the thing. Why are you shaking your head? Am I not allowed fun? Huh?
No, you're not.
Why? See how she tries to stop my fun, people. Now he's getting an insight into our relationship and how it is, isn't it? She's trying to stop me from shining in it. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
Anyway. Yes, honestly. Anyways, move on.
No, she's not.
Yeah. On a Q&A, answer the next question.
I will do in it when you stop trying to spoil my fun. All right, babes. Broad says, big up, bro. Big up, everyone. Big up, Broads every time. You know what I'm saying? And that make sure you subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, big up, Broads.
Big up, bro.
Cam says, the one thing I'll say about the Prem is the team that's first can't just take the team that's second's best player, like what happened with Bayern a few weeks ago with them buying Upamecano. Now, I hear what you're saying with that. I get what you're saying.
I've been doing that for years.
I hear what you're saying with that. Man said La Liga took Santiago Muniz. Ain't that from the film Goal? That's what the guy's called, isn't it?
Goal, yeah. It's from
That's another throwback.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Here we go. This is a great one from. Which club do you all hate the most? I think I already know Lewis's answer. We'll start with Lewis then.
Yeah, you already know Arsenal. It's Arsenal, closely followed by Tottenham and West Ham, Barcelona and Manchester United. Manchester United are anywhere between 2nd and 5th, just depending on my mood. If I start thinking back to my childhood, they can go up to 1st. I can't lie, but Arsenal always stay near the top.
All right, so you're saying Arsenal followed by Spurs. Then who was it? West Ham, you said?
You know what? Arsenal, Spurs, United, West Ham, Barca. That's it.
Right above West Ham, that's mad. All right, same to you, Yan City.
Number 1, Man United.
Yeah, we already know.
Then there's a big gap. Well, not that big. Then
Look
Spurs.
at this prick, you know. You know what I'm saying? Go on.
So United, Spurs. Ooh.
You let that marinate.
I don't like Liverpool, so let's put Liverpool under there too.
Right, she just threw y'all in there, you know. I love that though. Still, all right, that's your 3, yeah. So you got United, Spurs, Liverpool. Same to you.
Talk to your Don, please, for all this. That's your Don, innit? That's not my Don, you know.
It's not your Don no more. That. Go on, Ryan.
Rivalry, innit?
Ryan, though, I think she just smiled as she apologized as well. But yeah, go on, Ryan. Give us yours, innit?
Don't block my apology.
Say that again.
Don't block my apology.
I didn't block your apology. I said I see how. Oh, mock your apology because you mocked it. That's why it was a mocking apology with a big grin on your face, telling him you're sorry.
Yancy apologized. Yeah. She never apologizes to me for all this.
Yeah, never.
Well,
you should have seen the smile on your
it,
face. Yeah, it's a massive family. I got your back, fam. I talked to her in it. Go on. Nuts. So, go on. What's your team? What's your teams?
Man United always number 1. Can't stand them in it.
Respect.
I actually hate United as much as I love Liverpool. Like, that's how deep it is.
Feeling is mutual in roles reversed and that. But yeah, go on.
Bro.
Love
2nd, Everton. 3rd. Who's 3rd? I used to hate Chelsea. Like, I used to really hate Chelsea, but over the last because the rivalry, like,
costing us the semi-final.
Well, which one? Which one again?
2007. I won't even get started on 2005 with that fake goal. We should have won the Champions League.
The penalty
shootout. You got robbed. The one
that should have counted. We should have faced Milan and we would have smoked them and we wouldn't have taken it to penalties.
Now, if he hadn't given that goal, he would have given a penalty and Czech would have got sent off.
Kudacini will come on and save it, and then we'll come win 1-0. Easy.
Yeah, but you would have been
Milan, win 1-0. Easy. Jose Mourinho.
I think that Chelsea team would have beaten that Milan.
2 Champions Leagues back to back. Light work.
Yeah, he was robbed actually. I fully thought Chelsea
have been robbed so many times when you deep it. That one, 2000.
Nah, it was that Barcelona semi-final.
Oh, that Barcelona one was great. I thought that Ballack was going to chin the ref. You know what I'm saying? Because someone put
but that was that match was fixed.
Like, he should have. I would have taken the 1-year ban from football. I would have spun his Jordan. He pissed me off that night, man.
Lewis would have punched him up, man.
5 penalty decisions, you know.
Yeah, you lot were robbed in that final, you know.
5, like 1 or 2's bad enough.
Was it 07? What year was that? Was that 07 or 08?
2009.
Oh, 2009. Okay.
2009, bruv. Like,
yeah, because we would have had a bad chance of beating you lot in the final still. Because they spun us.
2 years in a row, we would never have allowed us to lose to you lot. We would have beaten you guys the second time. Damn right, we would have beaten you the second time. I'm sure. That's the most infuriating thing as well.
He's still mad about
because I know we would have won it, bro. Do you know? Let me not get started.
Mad about it.
It's because of Rainbow's a prick, bruv. Biggest
that was
prick.
Someone said, yeah, it was a disgrace, in it. When Drogba like it's a disgrace.
Yeah, it was a disgrace. They didn't ban Vrabo, they banned Drogba.
Yeah.
They banned Drogba, you know.
He's a fucking disgrace.
Oh my god.
2012 wasn't revenge. I'll be real. People say 2012 was revenge. It wasn't, because we beat Barca fairly. I wanted to beat them unfairly. Give us a penalty for a dive or something. That's revenge. We haven't got revenge on them yet.
Yo, you are the pettiest football fan on the face of the planet. Yo.
You're damn right, man. Bro, any mention of the 2009 semi-final generally ruins my day. It's a genuine day.
Oh my god, yo. Oh my god! Oh.
Have you not been screwed that bad ever in your history?
Oh, who robbed us? We've been robbed like that. The Real Madrid one where Nani got sent off. That's still
not that
painful.
I remember that one.
That's
Yeah,
not
that
that bad.
one.
I want consistent over 90 minutes.
No, but that's just that one
Agreed.
decision. Yeah, not just the 90 minutes, but definitely that one. That's the one that sticks
Barca
out.
scored with their only shot on target in the
The
90
Iniesta.
minutes.
Iniesta, in it. It was Iniesta.
The whole game was just a middle finger. Giant middle finger.
This is great.
Oh,
You're gonna have to do a deep dive on this. That might have to be Agenda FC, fam. I'm telling you, that might be the thing. Get me?
What
Football's
agenda?
biggest robberies.
A brave of the waste, man. That's the agenda.
The biggest robberies. Oh, Jesus. Whew. So yeah, back
I'm
to
still trying
Ryan.
to think who's the third club I hate the most, because I used to hate Chelsea, but I don't hate them as much as I used to. You know what? I don't hate Arsenal as a club. I just hate their fans. I just hate a lot of their fans, and that's why it's funny just seeing Arsenal do badly.
Yeah,
so I'll put
can I
Arsenal
translate to
third,
the clubs?
even though I don't even hate them that much.
All right, so yours was United, Everton.
I hate that. I
Arsenal.
can't think of who it is now.
Don't worry, let it
I don't
marinate.
hate them anymore.
Let it marinate.
We've got plenty of clubs.
I never used to like Bayern Munich, but I don't care anymore.
I got plenty. You know what I'm saying?
We've got plenty of clubs. Chelsea don't have a main rival. We just have a bunch of clubs that we don't like. I can come out about 15 probably. We beat Leeds, Fulham, QPR.
That being said, before you go, where did the Leeds thing come from? Because we hate Leeds too, innit? But where did the Chelsea Leeds thing come from? Where did that start?
Mainly originates from the 1970s FA Cup final, which was it was one of the most watched things in TV history. I think like Boris Johnson's first announcement of lockdown was just beating it in terms of how many people were watching at the time. And in 1970, that's a madness. But the reason why was because of how violent it was. There was I think 9 yellow cards and 3 red cards. And also, if you take into account in 1970, you see some of the fouls and shit. It's like match abandoned if that happened in this day. Replay got I think twice as many viewers and everything, and Chelsea won the replay. And I think the rivalries just originated from that. That and the fact that Leeds were dirty bastards back in the day too.
Fair enough then. Yeah, in terms of my list, the list is hella long. Obviously, Liverpool top it. Hate them the most with a fucking passion in it. The first thing, then when people ask me what's your favorite Manchester United game, I always just say, yeah, any away victory at Anfield. And like I literally remember every victory we've had in my lifetime away at Anfield. So definitely Liverpool. Second, it's Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? The rivalry's there, and then the fans have just carried it over in it. I had Arsenal fans trying to troll me today, and they're in 10th. So it's definitely Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? The whole tunnel thing with Keane and Vieira, like that's ingrained in my childhood. So I hated the fact they were trying to take titles from us. They robbed us of a couple. I hated Wenger. I hated everything about them. Vieira, Keown.
Yeah, they're a dirty club,
the whole Lauren, all of them. You get what I'm saying? I just hated them. Even though they played good football. Nah. Fuck Lauren too, innit? You get me? Keane batting up Vieira in the tunnel. So yeah, Arsenal second. Get me? But Arsenal are they a close second to Liverpool, innit? You know what I'm saying? And because it wasn't Liverpool when I was a child, but as I got older and I got more bitter as you do as you get older, Liverpool topped the list. Then it's Arsenal. Who's after Arsenal? City are definitely under there. You know what I'm saying? Not you, Yan City, but I hate the rest of your fans, pricks.
City fans are not pricks. City fans.
How's that your derby?
City fans are all right.
Yeah, say that again, Lewis. What did you say?
I say, how's that your derby and it's third?
It's third. You know why? Because they want
serious, man.
Yeah, it's not because they've only been they're new in it. They're new on the block. Like they've always been around, but they're new. You know, I think for my life, my whole entire life, I knew a couple City fans. Like I said, my aunt used to live right near right in front of the ground, in front of Main Road, and she's a City fan, but you know, it's like having an annoying little brother. Like, you don't pay him no attention, but then when that little brother gets big and starts going gym and can bust your ass, that's Manchester City now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they are.
Now that they're big.
Yeah, they're busting our ass. That's what they do.
Look how Smokey looks there.
Hey, big up Scott, man.
Yo, big up Scott for becoming a member. Much appreciated. So yeah, Manchester City. You know how I look at you see how you look at Fulham? That's how we kind of look at Manchester City. But you got to think Liverpool's ingrained from years ago. So that's never going to be.
The Manchester derby's at the same level as Chelsea Fulham.
I relax in it. It's much bigger, but you get my point in it.
That's what you said. That's what you said. That's not even what I said. Like, I
But
wasn't
I'm
even
saying-
trying to push the Chelsea Fulham agenda, but you want to give us praise. It's cool.
I'm kind of saying in it, it's kind of like that because you know what? Because we're the big, you get me? Because it's Manchester United and us. Everyone hates us in it because when you're the most successful. So that's what it is. All right, let's say that.
Irrelevant.
As I was saying, yeah. So it's
There's
definitely
only one club in Manchester, full stop.
It's definitely, anyways.
I will say
definitely,
Manchester is the same color as London, and it is beautiful.
that is true, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But Merseyside's also blue, so I take that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care about what the
England's
color of
blue.
London is.
I'm happy with that.
As long as
Jan,
it's
talk
not,
to your Dom, please.
as long as it's not Arsenal, I'm not. So yeah, definitely Liverpool. It has to be because of the whole history. It's Liverpool first, Arsenal second, City at third. Who's fourth? Leeds, even though they've not been around, still hate them. Who else? West Ham are up there. Don't like West Ham. They cost us a league title, and they tried to clown Paul Ince as well when we signed him. And I'm very bitter about that. So West Ham are in the mix. Newcastle, again, another rival. And we're just throwing Chelsea just because in it. I actually I don't dislike Chelsea, actually.
Okay.
Because you guys have been under lockdown for the last 6 days, courtesy of the Danish Maldini himself. That's why.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, Lord
Look,
Jesus,
I found Rashford. He's in the background. He's in the cage. There he is.
Go on, Yancy. What were you saying?
I love that. No, I was going to say,
Good.
we should flip the question to which teams like can you tolerate? Obviously, you're not going to support more than one club in it, but there's like teams that you like in the league or hate the least, I would say.
Okay. All right, mine is just everyone I'm one of them. My enemy, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So all the teams that are rivals that I hated, I can tolerate. So like Everton, for instance, I can tolerate Everton. Spurs hate Arsenal. Spurs is cool. That type of shit. That's what I'm on. So Everton and Spurs fall into that bracket for me. Because Spurs hate Arsenal as much as we do. Everton hate Liverpool as much as I do. I'm trying to think of anybody else. That's it. If you lot had a rival like that, I'm sure I would hate them too. But they're the ones that Spurs and Everton are the two that stick out for me. Well, it's a good go on, Yancy.
For me, City have a really good relationship with West Ham, to be honest. Like I like West Ham. You know what? I used to hate Everton when I was growing up. But I don't hate Everton anymore. I quite like Everton at the moment.
Why did you say Everton?
Just City and Everton had that thing in it. Just because, like, one, it's Liverpool, Manchester, which is beef on its own, and then secondly, they always beat us. Huh?
That Liverpool United light.
Well, no, not really. It's not been like that, but it's just Manchester in general. Like, if you're from Liverpool and you go to Manchester and people say, where are you from? And you say Liverpool, you're getting an You're not getting like, okay, cool, you're getting
Facts.
Yeah, and I know this because my mum is from Liverpool and my dad's from Manchester. And when you say, like, they're like, oh, why did your dad date her? Like, yeah,
mad.
It's ingrained in like that. Yeah, Liverpool, Manchester's ingrained
why
like
the
that.
football rivalry is so big as well.
Yes.
Because they hate each other in general.
Yes.
Football aside, they hate each other.
Yes.
You could hate football and still hate Manchester as a Liverpool. So
that being said, Liverpool is a great night out, isn't it?
Liverpool's a beautiful city.
Yeah, Liverpool's a great night out.
Liverpool's it's the dump that's called Anfield. Liverpool is a beautiful city.
Liverpool's great. Once
it
you
is
get
the best
there.
night out.
I hate Liverpool when I'm journeying there because from London it's long.
Yeah.
Can't be asked.
Liverpool's fantastic. Like I said, minus that dump that's called Anfield. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's fantastic.
And that bigger dump called Goodison
Jan, talk
Park.
to your Dom.
Everton get out of there the better. One of the worst away grounds.
Hey, Goodison Park's the best ground in London. I mean, in Liverpool. And then Tranmere is after
you know
that.
What? Last time I went to Goodison Park, I went on my own. And it was like, the coach dropped us off some next place. I had to find the ground on my own because everyone went in the pub, and obviously I wasn't going to go in the pub on my own. So like, yeah, nice. It's not nice around there, to be fair. But they are moving, so we'll see. But they have a nice ground when they
Sooner
move.
the better, man. Awful away ground.
I've never been to Anfield though, to be honest. Like I've been to Anfield, the place, because my great granddad used to live there, so I remember going there as a kid. But yeah, I've not.
You going next
It's
year?
amazing until they kick off. Then once You'll Never Walk Alone's done, they're kind of done until they score.
Nah, that's true. To be fair, like Anfield during league games is pretty dead. I'm not gonna lie, but on Champions League nights, on big nights, like it is actually pretty good. Like.
Liverpool v Chelsea in a Champions League night. That's what I want to feel.
That always used to happen. I've been to a couple of them. They were good. When I was little, I went to a couple of them.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to
Yana,
go
you going
to
to Anfield next season?
Do you know what? It sells out so quick.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like Man United, Liverpool, them sorts of games, they just sell out like that. You can get tickets for London games because a lot of people, quite a lot of the time we'll play like Chelsea on a Tuesday and then West Ham on a Saturday. So obviously people don't want to travel to London twice in 1 week. So they'll pick and choose a game. So it's quite hard. Like it's hard to get tickets anyway. Like I just don't have enough points. I have like 10,000 points. It's not enough. So it's hard. It's hard, man. But I do try and go to the London ones, obviously. But yeah, like sometimes like Arsenal, people just give me tickets in it if I don't get one.
That's one thing I want to do. Once grounds start open.
Go Arsenal, it's nice.
Yeah, once grounds start opening back up, that's one thing I'm definitely gonna do is get to more away games and that. That was the plan before the original lockdown, and then lockdown come. So I just can't wait to get back to football. You know what I'm saying? Just link up and go see, especially some away grounds and things of that nature.
Yeah, Crystal Palace, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll go Palace. This is one of the ticket, defo. 1,000,000%. I
better be going. Do you know what? I'm pissed because like it would have been perfect to go Palace this season.
Yeah, it would have been for you, innit? Is what it is. So yeah, go on. What teams you got soft spots for on that? Yancy, we'll start with you.
Yeah,
not soft spots, but don't dislike. You can tolerate.
West Ham. I like West Ham.
Yeah.
Everton are all right now. Recently, I've started to like Everton. Who else? I don't mind Arsenal. Like I don't hate Arsenal the same way everyone else hates Arsenal.
Serious. Someone get your done in it. Everyone's had enough in it. Get your done in
it. Everyone talks to your done in it.
Yeah. Everyone talk to comments talk to your peoples in it. Yo,
like Arsenal.
Ryan, turn your camera off.
Boss, you said West Ham.
I know. What's wrong with you?
He likes Arsenal.
You said Arsenal.
I kind of like Arsenal. You know what?
I'm not even
who says that?
You know.
Arsenal.
Arsenal. I kind of like Arsenal, you know. Oh my.
Yeah, but do you know what I think as well? Ryan, like, bear in mind what you said, right? You said that, like, say for example, every year it was between City or Spurs. So sometimes Spurs won it and sometimes City won it. You're probably going to like Spurs because they stopped us from winning it.
All right. Well, you know what?
If you think about it, I hated Man United, and the only people that were stopping Man United in the 90s was Arsenal, and 90s to 2000s was Arsenal.
All right, so listen, Yancy, it's 2:25 in the morning, and if you're just gonna bring logic and reasonable arguments to stuff, what is the point in this? You know what I'm saying? And what is the point?
It's not reasonable. It's Arsenal. There's no reason to like.
Have you met their fans? Yeah, you met their fans.
The fans I agree with.
You're always going at the fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised one of them's not in here now chatting shit. You know what I'm saying? You're always going at the fans.
The Arsenal fans that I know are cool people.
Yeah, you like your sister and that's cool. I'm saying the actual Arsenal fans. Yeah, talk to Cam.
But the thing is,
I don't just look at the crest and get a sense of disgust.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. To be honest, when I go to like Arsenal away, everyone's dead nice to me. All the Arsenal fans are nice to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I have a different experience.
Man said, "Yo, don't you just look at the crest and feel a sense of disgust?" That is great, yo. Oh my God.
What's wrong with these two people?
It's true though.
It's the way man said it's serious with a straight face. Man said,
you know what I hate most about Arsenal,
crest, you know,
even the ground, like the ground's not nice. It's a bowl.
It's it's not.
Bowl, and the area is not really great either.
I don't know about the area. I'm just saying the ground.
The station's shit.
Yeah, I've never been.
The ground, the ground's just the
food's
ground.
overpriced. Yeah, the ground's a toilet. It's a toilet bowl. Come on now, you know what I'm saying?
I don't get food in the ground though. Who gets food?
And the thing is, it's a public toilet bowl as well.
I never get food in the ground.
No, you know what? Man City do really nice chips and curry sauce. I do get it sometimes, but
I get chips and curry sauce outside and
the one in the stadium.
I do it all the time.
Nice.
We have tap water, beer, and overpriced chicken. Like we got nothing good with shit.
Yeah,
that's
not the best. Man City have like fancy burgers that cost like a bloody fortune, and then outside they have like. You know what? Like Man United, they have like a Caribbean van and shit.
Yeah, because we out here. That's why not these shit grounds like yours and all these type of things, and Emirates and all that. You shut up. Hey, you shut up. Don't tell me shut up.
Well, don't start a domestic now.
Listen, that's how I get you to shut up, innit? So is what it is. But yeah. So anyone else? City fans are a minority. Yeah, in London they would be.
Nah, I'm starting to see more City fans in London.
The day Fulham become a big team, I think I'll have to give back my Arsenal.
Fulham becoming a big team. Must be mad. We've been waiting years for them to be semi-decent.
Of course he is.
Yeah, we're ready.
You got them scheduled.
I've already got stuff ready for when Christensen keeps a clean sheet later tonight.
I'm assuming Cam's is a United.
No, I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. Is he Liverpool? Because he said something before that made me.
Because look at the bottom. Look at the bottom comment. UCL night and
nobody says that.
Yeah.
No one likes that. It talk about the dump of all dumps. This is the biggest waste site in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Sellers Park. I think
biggest biggest stand in Europe.
Yeah, it's the biggest wasteland. Do you get me in Europe and that?
I think Sellers Park is terrible. Oh yeah, he's a Liverpool fan. 1 minute.
What did you just say? I missed what you just said then. What she say? You lot keep getting your questions in. Yeah, I have no idea. She just said something to shut off. Make sure you keep getting your questions in, people. This is a special on the Q&A. So you can ask me sporting questions or personal questions. Make sure you get the likes up. Also, we're also back today. Shit, it's a packed day. Well, technically today, Thursday, 3 p.m. Myself and Mr. Aaron United on Cool, Calm and Collected on the channel. Then 4:30, Man and United podcast. Then 6 p.m. you can catch me on United Central on Real Talk with my Don Saeed and Musa. 7 p.m. you can catch me on Rance's channel with Mr. Aaron United doing the Red Talk. Then after that, you'll catch me on Blues Fans TV on the watch along with Lewis and the gang. Liverpool versus Chelsea. So yeah, man, it's a packed day. I got freezes like 5 shows tomorrow. Saying Jesus Christ. But you know, hashtag the show must go on, innit? You know what I'm saying? I'm still laughing at the looking disgust. That is mad funny. That
was funny. That was funny.
It's true though. I don't want to look at it for too long. I feel bare uncomfortable at Arsenal away. Just because the ground in general.
Funny. Oh Jesus! Woo. So yeah, we'll go to you, Ryan. What clubs can you? Yeah, what clubs do you kind of not like? What can tolerate? Should I say?
I actually have a soft spot for Tottenham. You know, like, I don't know what it is, but I actually do have like a soft spot for Tottenham. I knew that one. No, you know what it is about Tottenham, man. Like, I don't know. It's a weird one because I actually liked their team and I liked Poch when he was there and I liked a lot of their players like Cade, Son, Eriksson and these guys. I actually liked them and I liked watching them play football. Nah, man, no, they're not. Come on, man.
Come on, you played against them in a Champions League final and they gave you the game in 30 seconds.
That's actually true. We were so shit that game, but it was just...
If there isn't a more Tottenham way to go about a Champions League final. 30 seconds. I just sat down at my mate's yard that they'd conceded the penalty.
To be fair, even I admit that wasn't a penalty, though. That wasn't a... Even I admit that wasn't a penalty.
Oh, well.
But, like, I like Newcastle. I like Newcastle. I like their fan base as well. It just seems like fun. And I like their away fans when they come to Anfield. They're so loud. It's actually... I really admire Newcastle fans. Yeah. And who else do I have a soft spot for? I don't really care about any other club, to be honest.
Yeah, the Spurs one I
Nah,
get.
just
'Cause I hate Arsenal in it, so the fact that they hate Arsenal,
yeah, I
something
also
we can
so
be
yeah.
combined on. So that's why Spurs, like I said,
Yeah,
Everton,
you've got
Liverpool.
something in common, innit?
Yeah, that's what is the enemy of my enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Thing is, City's a weird one for me because I do like City in a way that we both hate Man United, but then I don't really dislike City that much as well. To be honest, it's a weird one. I don't like them, but I don't dislike them. That's the thing with Man
Okay.
City.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Lewis, same to you, innit? This is gonna be good, innit? Any teams you can tolerate?
I don't mind Leicester City, mainly because of the
Yeah, I don't mind Leicester.
15-16 title run and our little helping hands. Also watching the Tottenham tears at Stamford Bridge was glorious. So realizing that Leicester City won the title as well, so I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't mind them. I mean, they've done a couple shady things with us. Ben Chilwell for 50 million, bit of a howler. What's his name? Drinkwater, 40 million, bit of a howler as well. Oh, they got us to be the first one to N'Golo Kante as well, so it is what it is. Plus Ranieri and everything. Newcastle was a great shout too, because that's an amazing night out. What an away day. Other than that, nah.
That's it.
Nah. Yeah. I want Fulham to do well, only so we can have a semi-decent rivalry with them. It'd be good for West London football and everything if we could have some sort of semi-decent West London club that we could face regularly, and it would actually be a decent rivalry. It's just Fulham are just dead.
Yeah, it's all well and good until they get taken over and then they have the attributes to get as good as you or better than you. Fuck all that.
But we got Roman Abramovich. That's the difference.
You lucky.
Like, he will rise with the competition.
Yeah,
please. I want Fulham to get an owner. Get bankrolled. Hurry up already.
Wow.
Because I'm sitting there waiting for Fulham v Chelsea. You know how close we are. That could be a dirty rivalry. But they're just dead. They're just so dead. Like, I was so excited when they came up to the Premier League last time.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to Fulham away in March. First time I'm doing it. It's just such a shocking team. By the time we even got to that point, they're already going down.
So you didn't dance on their grave. You didn't dance on their grave as they're going down.
There weren't even Chelsea fans weren't bothering with it. Fulham fans, there's a neutral zone next to the away end, and it was just filled with Chelsea and Fulham fans.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
This is your big derby, the biggest game of the season. This is not serious, man. They're not chanting anything. They're not making it hostile. I'm seeing people feeding the horses.
Oh no!
It's serious, man.
No.
Jeez. Yeah,
this is why I want them to do well, just so we can be a bit serious, man, because this rivalry ain't serious.
But the thing is, you do have a lot of teams to hate. Like I said, I'm not into that rivalry thing.
To be honest, like even when City were rubbish, like we still like them derbies were toxic. Like I remember like seeing people get their heads like bashed in. Like I got death threats in that 2011 semi. We had like glass bottles dashed at us after Wembley, innit?
Oh,
because Man United expected to win, and when they lost, they were dashing glass bottles, just flooring. Like City fans would just walk out, and United fans were just coming across and just flooring them and fight like madness. So that's a proper derby. Like when I saw that man get his head stamped in, that was when I decided football was for me. Like, it was the best thing ever. I seen it. He celebrated a United goal in the City end, and they jumped on him, and I thought, yes, this is where
you can't do that, man. You can't be celebrating a goal.
I seen a woman do it right one time years ago. This woman, Liverpool must have scored. It's when what's he called? Andy Carroll.
Oh, when Salah scored. No,
it was way before Salah. It was years ago, and I think you beat us 3-0.
It was at Anfield. I was there. Andy Carroll's
it was at the Etihad.
What?
I think it was 3-0.
I swear. We never beat you 3-0 at Etihad.
Well, I'll have a look. What is it? 3-0?
Maybe it wasn't 3-0. But I remember
I remember Carroll scoring twice against City at Anfield. And it was 3-0.
Do you know what? I don't know. I'm sure. I can't remember who it was, though. But I remember this woman stood up and celebrated a Liverpool goal. But like, cause she's a woman, people couldn't fight her in it. So everyone was just cussing her out verbally. Like, flag. Oh my god, it was so bad. Like, I was just like, what a dumb bitch. Like, he stands up and does that. Like,
Yeah, you gotta be smart.
I do know there were Liverpool fans. Do you remember when we played during the return leg of the Champions League and Salah scored that goal? Yeah, and I said there was one as well at United away who got his head kicked in because I think it was Europa League where Coutinho scored the chip and he celebrated in the United end and got his head kicked in basically.
Yeah, man, you gotta be smarter than that.
Hey, that's how it should be. I don't want none of this nicey.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Nah, I'm not about
Do you know what City keep doing as well, which is really annoying? So on a European night, you have the away end, right? And what they keep doing is putting some of the away fans in the middle of the City fans. So what happens is, like, above my head, if the opposition score, you just hear all these people, and it's like, are you dumb? Like, they're right ahead of us. So they could easily just dash things at us. Like, it's really bad. City needs to stop
that makes no type of sense.
Really bad. It's like Arsenal, because Arsenal always have their fans above the away fans. And it's like, if they just start dashing shit.
Yeah, they dash coins all the time.
Yeah, it's just...
fan base. And the same thing when we got knocked out the semi-final. To be fair though, they paid for my wings afterwards, so I can respect that. Other than that,
oh, you pocketed the peas, fam? Yeah,
paid for my wings.
They threw pound coins. I was like,
what?
pricks. All right, cool. I'm taking
They didn't throw pound coins at us. Maybe we need to start inflating them more.
Yeah,
actually,
players take Saka or something.
Went to the Emirates. Kevin De Bruyne just killed them. Just killed them. It was like 3-0 in the first half. It was done. And I remember, like, the fans weren't really singing, like, because we were just like, why are you not singing? But they had nothing to sing about, to be fair. Like, yeah, that was... And the time before...
fans never have anything to
there was no one there. It was like me in an empty stadium. Literally, there was hardly anyone there because it snowed and no one could get to the game.
I remember that one.
But because I lived in London, I could get there. So it was like me, about 50 City fans, because most City fans got stuck because they couldn't get down. And there might have not even been 50 of us. And then there was about 1,000 Arsenal fans in the stadium. Like, I've never seen a stadium that empty in my life. And it was freezing. No one clapped. I was there trying to, like, survive the cold. It's the coldest I've ever been at football. And I was at that Fulham game against City years ago where they had to keep drawing the lines on because the snow was that bad. Like, yeah, that was freezing, man. Never again. Next time it snows, I'm not going to football. I'm not going. Like,
the only time I've had a snowy experience was Burnley away, early kickoff in January. The sound of it is disgusting. 8-hour train ride. So my Achilles had frozen at full time and I was waddling out the ground like a penguin. It wasn't fun. All that for a 1-1 draw. Robbie Brady free kick and he celebrates in front of us, the waste man. I hate. Let me add another club I hate. Burnley. I hate.
Go on, keep going. Just let us know how many clubs you hate and why. Go on. Why do you hate Burnley in a passion, fam? Go on, let us know.
First game I ever went to, Chelsea Burnley.
I remember the one that I hate as well.
It was the one where Drogba threw a coin at the Burnley fans in the away end because they were saying. We lost on penalties. I was right next to the away end. I was 8 years old. It was proper heartbreaking. And Burnley have just always been some jammy club with us all the time. There's that one. Our first game as Premier League champions in 17-18, and we were 3-0 down to Burnley at half-time. That was an amazing start to a shit show of a season. The season before that as well, with a 2-2 draw, and we were fighting for top 4. Burnley are just bastards. Straight up bastards. Don't like them. We've been waiting for them to get relegated for years, but now they're getting a takeover. We're stuck with them.
I've heard a lot of people mention that. Of like, say, even JV and Strowan was doing on Monday saying how they just don't like Burnley and they just want them to go down because they just offer nothing.
I'm done with Burnley.
Everyone's
like, they just a away day. It's long. There's nothing there. There's a drive-through KFC and a Tesco. And
there's nothing in Burnley still. I've been to Burnley, not for the game, but there's nothing in Burnley.
There, and it just takes ages to get to. Yeah, there's one train line there. It's just so unnecessary.
You know what? Blackburn away is one of the best away days, I think. So, like, Blackburn away is sick because you get the whole stand to yourself. So like the whole stand is for the away fans. It's sick.
Oh, yes,
I'd say that's one of the better ones. That's not far from Burnley. But
yeah, no, the journey just would annoy me. For me, it's just I can't be asked to travel to.
It is a trek. It's a trek, like, because my nan lives up like towards Burnley. So like, but obviously it's like 40 minutes from Manchester, so it's not that long. But
yeah, for you,
Newcastle's long, but Newcastle's got great nightlife, so I don't care too much. But Burnley is nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I've got my mate Viz there, but now he's moved to Croatia, so now there's not even that. I can't be asked.
Have you been on a night out in Burnley before, anyone?
No, I've been there late. I've been there. Yeah, we know you have, Ryan. Go on, tell us before we get to the next question. What was it like, and why did you get kicked out of a club or arrested or both?
I think that night. What did I do that night? I probably did something stupid, innit?
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I asked the question.
It was at a club called Max. I remember, and it might have been my birthday actually. I don't know. I was probably doing some stupid shit. I did get kicked out, but I don't know what it was. But yeah, it's pretty dead, to be fair. It's not that good.
Bolton's an alright night out, to be honest. It's not that bad.
Not being on one in Bolton.
It's decent. I've been a couple times.
Alright, I used to go out in Bolton sometimes.
It's decent. It's decent. Cam's here says, speaking of, what's the worst experience you guys have had at a game? I've never had a bad experience, but you say I ain't been hella football matches. But even when I've been to Old Trafford or been to away grounds, I've never had bad experiences.
I have. I've had a bunch.
Let us know. This is good stuff.
Okay, so I went to Wembley against Liverpool, and it's Man City's fault, basically.
Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, the Carabao Cup final. And
I was there as well.
They put City is stupid, right? So I was part of a supporters club at the time, which I've not been since, but I was at the time, innit? So normally I get my own Wembley tickets, but it's long to call up for tickets because you got to ring them and you get in a queue for time and all that crap. So I was like, let me just join a supporters club so I don't have to call for tickets. So we did that. So obviously when you're in a supporters club, you don't find out until like the day where you're sat. So anyway, they put us in the second, the top tier, which is dumb because most of these supporters clubs fans have been going for like 50 years. So all of these fans, like, they're the proper City fans. It's not like just random people that decided to join the supporters club. So anyway, obviously on the top tier of Wembley, you've got to sit down. So everyone stood up waiting for the game to start. So the stewards come over like, sit down, sit down. So, excuse me, some people sat down, but a lot of the people don't want to sit down because they never sit down at football. So they're like stood up. So then it all kicked off. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, they're fighting each other. Some guy punched the other guy. Like, his nose was like gone, like just blood everywhere. There's just fights everywhere. And it's just like, it's City's fault because they shouldn't have put all of these people on the top tier knowing that they can't stand up. Like, it's just dumb. But yeah, it's violent. And then another time I came out of Wembley and I just seen some woman get punched in the face. Like, there's just mad violence at Wembley. And it's like, it always happens. Like, if you ever want to see fights, Wembley. I've had my worst experience involving us, like me and my dad, was when we got on a coach trip from from Manchester to London for Chelsea in the semi-final. And like, this guy was like racially abusing my dad, innit? But like, he thought my dad was Asian because my dad doesn't look black, he looks Asian, right? So he thought he was Asian, so he was like racially abusing him. So my dad was just ignoring him. So then after the game happened, everyone got back on the coach. So everyone's like drunk. This guy's like sniffing cocaine on the train, on the coach, right? So my dad said to him, like, there's kids on the coach, like, you shouldn't be doing that when there's kids. So the guy just like ignored him, and then he started smoking a cigarette. So my dad was like, put out the cigarette, my daughter's got asthma in it. So then he was just trying to I don't even know, like, trying to front end it. So my dad just took the cigarette and put it out. But, like, luckily he didn't start on my dad because my dad would have killed him. Like, I'm glad. I didn't want to see that. But, yeah, just that whole journey. And bear in mind, it's from London to Wembley. You're stuck in traffic.
That's hours.
The worst thing ever. Like, I will never go to Wembley on a coach ever again. Like, I would drive myself every time there and back. It's just so much easier. But yeah, I think in terms of City fans, that's the experience I've had. In terms of away fans, like the other fans, like I said, I've had death threats from United fans. United fans in my face, like, die, bitch. I was like, listen, love, City are going to win the game anyway, innit? So whether I die or not.
Yeah, that's a bit extreme in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pure and glass bottles. Stuck and dive, like,
It's mad. So yeah, Scott says, "Hey, ask Lewis if he remembers Wolves away when Sarri was in charge." So go on, Lewis. I know you got best stories. But what happened?
Plenty, man. That was back in the 100% Chelsea days. We were all driving down to Wolves away, and then we got a flat tire on the literally the other side of Birmingham to where Wolves is. Scott stayed in the car with Louis. Me and the others ended up getting a cab. £40 cab to get to the other side to get to Wolves. We got there just before half time with Chelsea 1-0 up, just to watch Wolves come back and win 2-1. It was fucking jarring. That's one of the biggest L's I've taken. There's Man City away, which I've already said, where we got spanked 6-0. What was it? Bournemouth away 4-0, which was probably worse than the 6-0 because of how cold it was. 6-0 I can take when it's Man City. I hate that I'm 6-0 down, but whatever. It's the Premier League champions. They're probably going to win the league again. I don't care too much. 4-0 down to Bournemouth.
That game was awful, yo.
Yeah.
I remember that game, yo.
In a half as well. That's embarrassing.
I remember not about that. That's why I'm laughing so hard. Go on. What happened at Barcelona away?
No, just looking forward to the trip for ages. Just to have Courtois open up his legs like one skep 3 minutes in and throw the tie away. Then it starts raining in the second half, and Barca don't have any shelters on top of you, so you're pissed anyway. And I couldn't even edit my vlog because of that. Arsenal away, because I got racial abuse there when we got knocked out of the cup in 2018. That was on top of the coins getting dashed on my head.
Oh, is that so? Did they know who you were, or were they just racially abusing you?
Nah, we were giving Arsenal fans shit the whole game. Like that, I don't care about. Like I was shamelessly doing it. Hazard scored 14 minutes in. It was fucking limbs.
And you were just giving him bad.
Yeah. But I saw. I don't even remember his name. One of the guys off AFTV. Me and him were just giving it to each other the whole 90 minutes. Came out the game. We were taking the piss like it was nothing. In the ground, we're calling each other pricks. It just is what it is. There's got to be a few others. Like that's not the only bad experiences.
I miss that though. I miss that banter in the ground. You know, there's nothing better than that.
The closest we get to that is on here.
It's just so funny though. And you're
what does he mean by like? Worst experience? Like, what does he mean by worst experience? Does he mean like
in game or
in game or traveling?
In terms of games, I've got way worse than that.
Yeah, but that's what you're talking about in terms of like what Lewis was saying with the flat tire.
Well, that Wigan FA Cup final is the worst bloody one I've never been. So, like, that was the players didn't turn up. I think if I'd have played 90 minutes, I would have got more goal interactions than they had. It was bloody awful. That
Gabby
I put it down with rain. I got absolutely drenched. Like, even God was crying. It was that bad. Like, I was not happy with that game. Where else have we got? Where have I gone? My record for City away isn't that bad, actually. Oh, yeah, that Chelsea 5-1 where we played the kids and just got Kelechi was leading the line.
Oh, yeah, that's such a shameless 90 minutes. That's 15-16 as well. We milked the hell out of that 5-1 win because we had absolutely nothing else to talk about. Then you lot came over 2 months later and spanked us 3-0. Another Jamie Aguero hat trick. Can't be asked.
I don't think
what we ever did to Aguero, you know. You always got it in for us. Waste, man. Scored like 17
Aguero hates David Luiz, that's why. Now that he's left, you'll be all right.
Yeah, he hasn't scored again. Yeah,
Honestly, he hates David Luiz. He turns up every time he sees David Luiz. Hates him.
I want to know why specifically.
I want to know. It's definitely something that's happened behind the scenes, because there's nothing that I've seen. I know there was that dirty tackle once in the FA Cup semi, but that wasn't enough to cut. And even that tackle in itself, there was something else involved in that. So I would like to know. They seem like they've got a worse relationship than Courtois and De Bruyne, who have more of a reason to hate each other. Well, yeah, De Bruyne has more of a reason to hate Courtois, but I don't know. It's
I
weird.
remember he packed him at Stamford Bridge at time in 17-18. That was a ridiculous finish.
Yeah.
I think in terms of
that was his revenge, innit? Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Go on, Ryan.
I think in terms of worst experiences, obviously you have like games that hurt because of the result. Like the worst, probably like the day Gerrard slipped, or when we lost to Villa.
You was there, yeah. I forgot about this. Gerrard was the closest.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to hear that story. I hadn't even heard it.
Go on, let him tell the story of it. Gerrard.
No, it was, man. It was just like where I was sat was literally like the best possible view you could have had of the slip. It was like halfway line in the what's the main stand, and because the main stand wasn't developed at that time,
so you had the away
fans quite low down. Yeah, I had the away fans. I was more towards the Kop, but I was more kind of near the halfway line. The away fans. I was near the dugout essentially. Like. I was near the dugout, so I had the perfect view of it. So that game hurt. Atletico Madrid last season hurt at Anfield when we lost in the Champions League.
When you got Morata masterclass.
Yeah, we got Morata masterclass. And I swear I went out of Anfield crying. That was a year ago now. I went out.
I can't even hype Morata. I hate him too much.
We got man like Morata in that.
I think the scariest experience I've had at a game was before. It was last season actually. It was when we played Napoli in the Champions League at Anfield. It was like 1-1, and before the game, their fans are mental. Like there was a bunch of their fans like all dressed in black with like masks on, just causing so much shit outside. And where I was about to go in, one of the Napoli fans in these like dressed in black literally grabbed me. I was about to deck me. And literally, luckily there was so much police there that the police just got him down before he was about to do it. But literally, I just shat myself and ran to my turnstile after that. Like, that was so scary. Honestly. Their fans are mental.
Yeah, Italian ones are a madness.
Sorry, go on.
No, that's cool. Go on.
No, I was going to say the best away fans that I remember at City was Hamburg years ago. Like, I don't even know what year it was now. Like, I think it was 2009. Might have been before that. Might have been 2008. I don't remember. Let me check. They were so nice, them fans. Wait, let me see.
Cool. Gerrard.
Yeah, the Italian fans are always the mad. Well, I already know I can't do any Italian away days.
So Mazzo, and because it's this
they'll
obviously
and they'll know you're an away fan, and they'll just stab you.
Yeah,
like they'll stab you in the arse because they can get away with it, and you get less of a jail sentence if you do it there instead of anywhere higher up in the body.
Mazzo, I didn't know.
You can't walk around there. You can't talk. Also, you gotta forget Italy as well. Definitely not welcome.
Oh so, yeah. Yeah, I hear that. And because it's the Sarcasm, obviously it's the specials. We keep adding special guests in it. So welcoming Slav to the show. Also,
hey,
Slav, what
Slav.
you telling me? We saying Slav. What's good, man?
Yo, bro, thank you for having me on. I literally finished work, and I saw your tweet, and I was like, I had massive FOMO, so I had to get involved.
Glad to see you, man. It's been a while.
How's everyone doing?
We're good, Slav. I'm not sure if you've met Yan City and Ryan. Man. Yan City, Ryan meets Slav.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you both. Yeah, I've definitely seen Yan City's videos. I've seen her on your channel before as well.
Yan City here, there, and everywhere, man. She'd be working ridiculously hard in that.
Exactly. Ridiculously hard. Nice to meet everyone. I mean, I'm sure you've already covered the exciting game that was Man United taking on Crystal Palace.
All right, that's the end of Slav's run on here, isn't it? Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's what I came for. I tell you what, I've never been so disappointed when I put a bet on that game and there were 2 shots on target. That was disappointing.
2 shots on target. Right, I really didn't miss
There you go.
that.
We had one in it. Ours was a Matic deflected from outside the box and that, but let's not go into that. We're actually just discussing. We're discussing like worst away. Actually, you can tie onto this. So we're literally just discussing worst away day trips. So I know obviously you're a Spurs fan. Is there any trip that sticks out?
Yeah, I mean, one sticks out because I went to the year we got to the Champions League final. I went to every single. I went to every single game, home and away, in that run. And the first one was Inter Milan away. It was so hot that I don't know if anyone's been to the San Siro in the away, and you have to walk up. If you think Newcastle's bad, imagine double it. And anyway, so we 1-0 up. Life's great. Spurs are winning in the Champions League, and suddenly we do a Tottenham and concede 2 goals in the last 10 minutes and lose the game. And just as if it couldn't get worse enough, I'm staying in some horrendous hotel about an hour outside of Milan on my own as well because I booked late and it was a nightmare. And I go home, and on the plane home, I suddenly become violently ill. I caught food poisoning to top it all off. So that sticks out as one of my worst ever away days because I remember getting back to Gatwick Airport, got a train from Gatwick to Victoria, and on the train to Victoria Station, I honestly I thought I was gonna die. I jumped off the train and sprinted to the toilet, and I was in that toilet for a long time.
Mazel.
Not a good away day. My other bad away day, also in Europe, I went to Belgrade.
Meant to be good.
Nah, I went to Belgrade. And I got to my hotel. It was we were playing Red Star Belgrade last year away. Poch's second last Poch game, and I was told I went with Ben from We Are Tottenham TV, and I was told by the hotel manager not to leave the hotel because it was too unsafe for Tottenham fans.
Yeah,
we were confined to
the Red Star
hotel.
apparently mad. Yeah,
Mate,
you see how many countries I can't do away days in. I keep it big 5 leagues minus Italy, and I'm good. And Holland instead.
Lewis, mate, they do not like English people. I can tell you that.
Yeah. English on top. I'll add English on top.
We were escorted by army tanks, mate, into the ground.
Fucks, really?
Yeah, I've got a pic. I sent on Friday. I'll get the picture of the army tank.
Oh, that would be a great vlog. To be fair,
that's mad.
That's crazy. I think Ben might have done a vlog. I can't remember.
I might have to get that ready.
Mate, that was some of my worst. UK wise, I mean, Stamford Bridge. I mean, other than the game we won, Stamford Bridge has been a terrible trip year after year. Same with Old Trafford. I've only seen us win at Old Trafford once. Man City, I've seen us lose 6-0. I've also seen us knock them out of the Champions League. Isn't that right? Yeah.
That's one of our worst games.
But yeah, I mean, so honestly, I've had some great ones, but supporting Tottenham, you can imagine I've had some pretty bad ones.
I could imagine that. Any other away days that stick out like just terrible? This was just one of the questions.
Terrible. I mean, like I said, Man City, the 6-0, we were 1-0 down after 14 seconds. So that was a terrible trip. I don't know. Oh, Newcastle 5-1. When we got pit, when Arsenal finished above us, that was a horrible day. I'm trying to think. I think that was. I mean, United. I've seen us lose very badly at Old Trafford. I've seen us get Mourinho'd at Old Trafford, which is ironic. There's been some, obviously, the Champions League final. Let's not go into that one. But yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, Colchester.
Not made for all London teams as well.
League Two Colchester knocking us out. Brighton. That's the okay. Brighton. Yeah.
So I've just had flashbacks. Then man to Colchester. Oh Lord.
Mate, Brighton. Remember when we got battered 7-2 by Bayern Munich at home?
Yeah.
3 days later, we go to Brighton for an early kickoff. I go for the weekend because a couple of my boys go at uni there, and the night we go on a big night out on the Friday night. After I drive down there like 1 a.m, We go out all night. We get back. I don't get to sleep till about 6, 7 a.m. I have to get up at 9 for the game because early kickoff. Make my way to the ground. I feel and look awful, and we lost 3-0. So you just can't write it. And I was thinking, right, surely we lost 7-2 on Wednesday. It's not going to be as bad. It's Brighton.
Yeah.
It's not Bayern Munich. We'll get a result. We'll put on a performance for the fans because we've just embarrassed ourselves. The dickheads lost 3-0.
Peak. Whoo, peak. I know I'll ask you this. Yeah, ask you this as well. So we went through this, like, so the top however many, Lewis, I think his list kept going, like teams you hate the most in terms of rivals, just ranking a minute. So we went through ours. Most of us named like 6. Lewis named like 276, but we move.
I only hate 2 and 3 teams. I hate Arsenal more than I hate anything.
Arsenal 1.
West Ham
2.
I hate West Ham. And I do hate Chelsea. But it's actually kind of weird. Being friends with Lewis made me hate Chelsea a bit less.
I get your point with that. I think
that's a reverse effect
to an extent, because the thing is,
you have, no, go for it.
As bad as your banner is, I like you as a person. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of evens it out, because there's a person you're mad cool. You know what I'm saying? But then your banner is really the worst.
being a Tottenham fan, right? Like, jokes aside, we don't win much. Like, I don't have massive expectations at the end of the day. Like, we don't have the finances that you guys do to keep up. Like, we can't spend £80 million on a defender. Like, we just can't, and we won't, especially with Daniel Levy in charge, right? Like people make the jokes and whatever, but at the end of the day, like, we're Tottenham. We don't win things. That's just, we play nice football and do well in tournaments, but don't, in competitions, but don't win things at the end of the day, which is why Jose's been brought in. So when I see teams with a lot of money, I mean this like no disrespect, I'd love to have the money that you guys have. I see City winning the league this season. I don't care. They've got the best squad I've probably ever seen. Like, I'm not surprised they're going to win the league. Chelsea have been winning things since I was a little kid. They won the league in 2004 when I was 3 years old. No, I don't know, how old was I? 5, 6. Like, I've seen United. I see all these teams that are still successful now. All right, City when I was younger weren't winning trophies until they got taken over. Nowadays,
big up.
It's I recently became, in the last couple of years, I've become friends with a Man City fan, and he does my head in.
Yeah, man, they the worst. Not you, Yan City, but the rest of him in it. Yan City is an anomaly in that. Like, she's alright. The rest of him though really
but, like,
irritating.
All you clubs, like, I don't hate you because like you. I don't know, I expect you to win the FA Cup. I expect you to.
Yes, the hate's still there though.
Like, Flawless, how many league titles have I seen you win?
Probably that's true.
More than I've ever seen Tottenham win fucking games.
Yeah.
Like, you've won at the Emirates more times than we've won there once in the league in my lifetime.
It is what it is. Yo, big up Babs on the super chat. He says Gary the golfer is still massively overrated. So for those that don't know,
spent £2. You've just spent £2 to say that, bro. Just text me.
Yeah,
I love that, Babs. That's how petty it is. For those that don't know, this is the Premier League pandemonium lineup, isn't it? So
Gary the
go
golfer
on.
still overrated. Did anyone see Gary the golfer run the show for the 3rd game in a row on Sunday?
He was cold. He was very good against Burnley.
I can't lie. It was an early kickoff.
That finish for the second goal was cold.
Yeah, he was good.
It was.
He was.
He's coming into it. He's coming into form.
He was good.
Right.
But
it's time for the North London derby in 2 weeks. I can't wait.
Oh God, I hate it so much. I hate that.
I can't wait for the North London derby, especially just because. Go on.
It's such a good game to watch.
Sunday's the Manchester derby.
Exactly. Let's sort that one out first before we focus on the two.
That's a hey, like, we're in that group with you lot, innit? We ain't a great club. You seen us tonight and that, you know what I'm saying, and that. But that's a whole nother conversation. I'm in a better mood than I was after watching that. But yeah, big up Babs as well. For those that don't know, this is like the Premier League pandemonium lineup. So myself, it's on Lewis's channel, Slavs, also Neil, who represents Leicester, and Babs, and we just talk all things Premier League and that, and the banter between, as you see now, with Slavs and Babs. hilarious in it. Like, make sure you tune in it. Like, that's what I look forward
I
I
to.
live
need
in
Chelsea
Bab's
to
head.
get me into Friday on a win against Liverpool,
Hey, Flawless,
please.
that £2 Babs has sent for the question is actually just him paying his rent for not living in my head.
Big up Babs every single time. Love for the
I
super.
love
chat.
it.
personally, I wouldn't have it. I think you need a link.
Babs a legend. Babs
Oh
a
yeah,
legend.
Babs already knows. Babs, I know it's late. Babs, if you want a link, just let man know in it. You know what I'm saying? You
I
already
don't know
know.
what
See
he's
how
still
we
awake though.
no, so you see how, what we do on the Q&A specials, people. This is why you need to stay locked in. Where else you getting these lineups? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everyone in
we
these
hear
sections
it.
have
It's
been like
also
this.
FT Happy Hour, so big up everyone on another glorious day where Liverpool about to get put in a spliff courtesy of what's his name, Andreas Beckenbauer
Courtesy of Harry
himself.
Kane.
What?
Courtesy of who?
I was going to say Harry
Who said
Beckenbauer.
Harry Kane? We weren't even
say Harry
talking about
Beckenbauer.
Spurs.
I heard Harry Kane.
He was going to say Harry Beckenbauer. That's where he was going to go. And
Yeah, I was
It's
too
all-
used
it's
to
all-
Saeed saying it for the
It's all
longest.
about
That's
Fulham
fair.
Spurs tomorrow. Big game. Ninth in the league.
Oh
Up
yeah,
the
you
boys.
guys are playing. Yeah, big up the neighbours as well. This is why I can't hate Fulham too much.
You Spurs? You Spurs playing tomorrow?
We got Fulham away. 6 o'clock.
Okay. Oh, big London derby, yeah? You know what I'm saying?
Come watch
No,
us go.
yes.
Come watch us go 1-0. No, in fact, come watch us go 1-0 down after a terrible back pass.
What time does it kick off?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I'll be on a live, but I'm going to have that on in the background. But all right, speaking of the big game
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek's going to put Højbjerg in a spliff. I can't wait. Glorious
Honestly,
scene.
it wouldn't surprise me.
I was going to say, all right, we'll go with before you lot get the rest of your questions in, obviously, Liverpool, Chelsea tomorrow. Yancy, we'll start with you. What's your thoughts on the game and scoreline prediction, love? What are you telling us?
What's this? Tottenham, Fulham.
No, Liverpool. Well, we can go Tottenham, Fulham, but yeah, Liverpool, Chelsea first. Then we'll go Tottenham, Fulham.
Chelsea. I
Yes.
think Liverpool will win because they kind of have to. They've
No.
lost it.
No. Whenever Jan says she thinks Liverpool are going to win, we always lose. So stop jinxing us, innit? Like,
You try to jinx you, fam.
Jan says
You know what?
jinx.
To be fair, I did say that you would beat Sheffield. So
Yeah, but that was obvious. That doesn't count. That's Sheffield United.
do you know what? It might be a draw. You know, it might actually be a draw.
I think Chelsea Hamels personally.
I don't know. Chelsea should win, but they've been struggling a little bit to score goals. So whether like they can get it past Ellison, isn't it? Oh no, Allison's not there, is he? Adrian.
No, he's playing tomorrow. No, Allison's playing tomorrow.
I don't even know if that's the best move for him, but whatever he wants to do, isn't it?
I don't think he should play.
No, his head's not going to be in it. You have to. The thing is, out of all the players, the goalkeeper is the one that needs to be focused the most. Do you know what I mean? Like other players, you don't really have to focus to do all right, but the goalkeeper needs to be focused for 90 minutes, and that's why goalkeepers that can't focus for 90 minutes are the ones that are crap. It's the ones, you know.
It literally happened a week ago now because remember we were on a live stream and after this time last week we found out.
Just on whether Alisson should play right. About a year ago, or just over. In fact, no, it was after the restart when the Premier started. Sergio Aurier's brother was tragically shot and he was killed. Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we were playing Newcastle away on the Sunday. This happened on the Friday. And he played in the game, and that was probably one of Sergio Aurier's best performances for Tottenham.
Oh yeah.
He got two brilliant assists, and he was like a man like possessed, and it was like he was just like out to prove a point, and he was brilliant.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think if Alisson plays, I don't think he'll be off for personally. I think he'll be poor. But yeah, I mean, you've got to be focused for 90 minutes, like you said, as a goalkeeper. I mean, you've got to be focused wherever you're on the pitch because playing for a team. But no, I do think Alisson, if he plays, will have a good game. I don't think it will have an adverse effect.
Okay, so Yancy, what are you saying? Because you said Chelsea should Liverpool should win, but then you don't.
Well, Chelsea should win.
Chelsea should win, is what you're saying.
Like if I was going to predict it from like I didn't know what's gone on in the season, I would say Chelsea would win. But I don't know, like Chelsea have been struggling a little bit to score in it. So if they play Giroud, they've got a much better chance of winning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It could be a draw. I feel like it could be a draw because both teams are not going to want to lose. I can't see Liverpool losing a 5th game at Anfield. That's a lot.
Yeah, I can't see that.
That's
For
a
the
lot.
banner, I would have
Even
it done.
before like 5 games. That is.
Yeah, the banner will be fever pitch.
That's the thing. I can see it happening, but I know we're Charity FC incarnate, and if there was any attempt to pop round and hopefully give Liverpool some sort of confidence, it would be fucking us. I wouldn't put it past us.
Yeah.
Charity FC, have you ever heard of Dr. Tottenham?
I have, but ever since the Arsenal game, like it's been a bit sticky. The Arsenal game
haven't won an away game for a year. Dr. Tottenham, they beat us 1-0. Chelsea hadn't beaten a top 10 team all season. Dr. Tottenham, Timo Werner. Who else? Like the list goes on and on. Liverpool in dreadful form. Come to us. They hadn't won in ages.
Yeah.
Dr. Tottenham, they beat us 3-1.
Yeah.
Dr. Tottenham is good.
That's how it works. There's a podcast called the Dr. Tottenham podcast.
You know what? I'm happy to be outdone by Tottenham. Here we are in 2021.
Hey,
cool. I'll take it. Everton hadn't got
to a quarter final of an FA Cup in years. Dr. Tottenham, they beat us 5-4. List goes on and on, mate. West Ham needed 3 points to get into the top 4. Dr. Tottenham, they beat us 2-1. Let's mate, it goes on.
Ours is just giving Mikel Arteta some juice every 6 months.
Yeah, you lot did. You know what?
Yeah,
because the thing is, Arsenal banner was fever pitch. That man, in Troops' words,
they were in a relegation battle at the time.
In a legit relegation battle, 5 points above relegation. And
hey, Chelsea killed my content. I had another AFTV reaction vid planned.
I was ready for you lot to win. I did a watch along and everything for that. I was ready for that to run the banter, and you lot let him beat Xhaka Master.
I hate Lampard so much after that. I hate Lampard so much.
He deserved to get sacked then. That's when Abramovich was like, no,
in the space of 24 hours, I just went from super Frankie Lampard's at the wheel to what? I was sitting it through the whole game. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Xhaka and a bunch of uni students running rings around our midfield. Are you crazy?
Xhaka and El Nini and that, because he was legit. Arteta, that could have got him sacked. And that.
Lewis, you lost to the UCFD second team, man.
Oh,
I can't be arsed. The thought of the match genuinely disgusts me.
Oh my god.
That game's offensive, man. 11
so
players went out in Chelsea shirts and performed like that.
Yeah, it was. I remember watching it specifically.
I can't. In the third goal, the ball went from one side of the pitch to the other on the floor, played from the back to the other side of the pitch, or for Saka to chip our whole game to disgrace, man. I want 8 goals when they come to the bridge as a minimum. 8 goals.
I remember it, yo. Because I had my memes, my videos ready because I was at Arsenal's necks at that point. You know what I'm saying? Every time they lost, I had videos, everything prepped. I was leading the charge and that in it. That was my orchestra, and I was, the conductor in it. I was ready. And then that happened. But Ryan, we'll go to you. Obviously, I know you ain't confident, but Liverpool, Chelsea. Is it Sunday? Oh no, it's tomorrow Sunday. I'm tripping. Tomorrow, Liverpool, Chelsea. What are you saying? I'm tripping from. Go on.
Nah, I think Chelsea are going to pummel us, Like, first of all, it's at Anfield, so we're going to lose anyway.
Yeah.
And Jan said Chelsea don't score goals, but we don't at Anfield either. Like, we've only scored 1 goal at Anfield. We've only scored 1 goal at Anfield in the league in 2021, and that's because Salah died for a penalty. And also, like, we got that bloody Kabak geezer at the back, man. He's so crap, man. He's terrible, man. So Chelsea are going to batter us with him at the back as well. Like, oh my God. Forget about Dr. Tottenham, Dr. Kabak. He'll just give Chelsea goals. Like, honestly, like,
I think
he's appalling, man.
He's a kid and he's only been
man.
He's been chucked in the deep end big time.
I don't care, innit? He's crap. I've seen he was in the worst defense. in Bundesliga. He's bottom
No,
of the
I
league.
know, but a lot of top clubs were interested in him, and he's come in mid-season to the Premier League champions, the ex-European champions with such a high reputation, and replacing Van Dijk.
I know, man,
and you've got that lanky, useless youth player that looks about 40 next to him.
Oh, Nat Phillips.
Yeah, Jesus.
He
ain't no youth kid. He ain't no youth kid.
He's only like 23. He's only like 23, 24, you know.
23? He looks about 40, mate.
40, doesn't
he? He looks like he's just come out of retirement to play like a testimonial.
He does.
Yeah. But oh my God, Kabak, man.
Honestly,
you know what
if
is
he rocked
Kabak?
up at Power League, to play a 7-a-side with me, I'd honestly just think he's some normal geezer.
He does look old because I was like, how is he a youth player?
He does.
And
I couldn't believe it when I first.
I think you're harsh on Kabak. I think you've got to give him time and a chance and an opportunity to play with Van Dijk.
His reading of the game is so bad. Like he's so dopey. That's the problem. He doesn't know what's going on around him. Like, and probably he's just going to get panned.
He's been chucked in, and these games he's had to play are Leipzig, Leicester, Chelsea tomorrow, and Manchester City.
Sheffield United.
All right, and you kept a clean sheet in that one.
Yeah, but trust me, honestly, we should never get
these games. Yeah, he's used to playing fucking Freiburg and Hamburg and whatever, and now he's got to play against like Jamie Vardy, De Bruyne, tomorrow Timo Werner.
He was still against Freiburg and Hamburg, and was still but he was still bottom of the league in the worst defense in Bundesliga, playing Freiburg and Hamburg. Like,
look, you've seen him more than me. Actually, I just think I give him more of a chance.
Oh yeah, Slav, you not met Ryan before. Yeah, he really butchers players and that, innit? That being said, so do you, to be honest, tonight if you don't rate
mate, don't worry. At least you don't have Davinson fucking Sanchez. Like, Jesus Christ.
I prefer him over Joe Gomez, I'm not going to lie.
Honestly, I'll do a swap with you every day.
Prefer him over Salah.
I'll drop that. I will drive Sanchez.
Over Salah.
Someone says Kabak is tend to ball and watch a lot, and then Scott Page says this. He says he's really not harsh. Gave away 3 penalties in his first 3 games this season for Schalke.
Yeah,
did he?
He's terrible. I think he did. Like that.
No, I'm sure he's. I think he's being harsh on his. I'm not judging him on his Schalke career because I didn't watch Schalke, but I think 5 games or whatever it is for Liverpool playing against some of the best teams in the country and Leipzig. I think give him at least till like I don't know a few games. Give him a few months at least.
I mean, he's going to play.
If I can survive 3 years of Davinson Sanchez, you can survive. My centre back partnership is Sanchez and Dyer. Come on, have a bit of.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty bad. Yeah, but mine's Nat Phillips and Kabak. Like,
hey, wait. Less of this. Mine's Maguire and Lindelof. I ain't hearing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Back-to-back clean sheets, mate. What are you moaning about?
What do you mean? Maguire and Lindelof didn't play today.
Yeah, respect Lindelof.
Hang on a minute.
Wait. No, wait. Hold up. Maguire and Lindelof didn't play today. It was Maguire and Bailly.
They played against Chelsea, though.
Yeah, but Chelsea ain't got no attack. Me and you would keep a clean sheet against Timo Werner and them, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a Timo Werner.
I ain't no
Darren said all of these comments.
Imagine, me and Yancy will keep a clean sheet against Werner and Ziyech and all these guys.
We can discuss on Friday, but I was very impressed with Tottenham on Sunday. We looked like a different team.
You did look good.
I don't know why. I don't know how. But
because he played the attacking players, that's why.
We played football. We played pressing football. We were clinical. Gareth Bale was Gareth Bale. That showed why he's won 4 Champions Leagues.
Yeah. Not Gary the golfer.
Babs brushed that comment off the other day about saying, like, so what? Like, the guy's won 4 Champions Leagues. Almost back to back as well.
Nah, Bale a good player.
As well as all the other. Bale was arguably the greatest British player of all time. Most successful, at least.
He's up there.
I mean, other British player with more Champions Leagues, league titles of Madrid, Copa del Rey.
Scored the best. He scored probably the best goal ever seen in the Champions League final. As well.
No. Zidane's was better. Zidane's was better.
I said arguably.
Gareth Bale was massively disrespected. He carries Wales as well on his back. Because Wales' next best player is like I don't know.
The way he carried that Wales team in the
Dan James
actually plays for Wales.
Dan James.
Hal Robson-Kanu.
Dan James, man. Yeah, Dan James. Yeah,
Says a lot when that's your second best player at your country.
yeah, Dan James in it. But yeah, back to what you were saying, Ryan. In it, scoreline prediction before we go on to Slavs.
If Werner plays, it'll be 2-0 Chelsea. If he doesn't, it'll be 3-0 Chelsea.
Man,
Werner-
that's a
if Werner
whole
plays,
goal off. Because of
yeah, he won't score.
Knocked a whole goal off if Werner plays, innit?
Burn attacks ain't like that.
Yeah, it's not that deep
he's
yet.
terrible,
You get me?
man.
It's not. You treating him like it's Jesus in it. But moving on, Slav, go on.
Oh, he's
Scoreline
not that
prediction
bad.
and
He's not that
thoughts.
bad.
Liverpool will not lose this game, in my opinion, because I'm sort of going to echo what
She'll be
Jan City
back.
said in terms of
Nah, she won't.
sorry, I've lost my train of thought.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, I don't think Liverpool will lose another game at Anfield, and I think I don't understand where all this like abuse comes from for Liverpool at the moment. In terms of, I know it's banter, but they went however many games unbeaten at home. They won the Champions League and the Premier League within a year, and also in the year they didn't win the Premier League, they got more points than most of the Premier League teams that have ever won it.
Yeah.
And only came second because Man City want to be like fucking petty about it and try and get more points than 96. But they're one of the best teams I've ever seen in the Premier League era. And I think they're going through a bad run of form. They're probably their first bad run of form since what? I don't know, Klopp's second season? Third season, maybe?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
They've lost. They're missing their fans. They've got horrendous injury problems, which, to be fair, they've been quite blessed in the terms of Salah, Mane, Firmino, and before Van Dijk had his injury, they were never injured. They played every game. They're like Sadio Mane. I think I've never seen anything like it. The guy plays every single game. So they're having some mad injury problems, and they're losing a few games. And like they're not going to win the league this year. They'll probably still finish in the top four. They'll probably still end up getting close to that Champions League, FA Cup, at the very least. So I really don't see why they get so much at this moment in time, so much abuse. I think that even if they don't win tomorrow and they get a draw, it still stops the rot of defeats at home, and it's a draw against a good side who are unbeaten under the manager. So I think even Liverpool fans are harsh at the moment on their side. Like I do anything to see my team win and be like you are, anything. So
I think the problem is that it's been the results, but it's been the way we've been playing at home as well. When we've been playing at home recently, we haven't even looked like scoring in any of the games. Like that's the thing. We just look lost when we play. It's the performances as well as the results that are shocking. Yeah, but I just don't think...
when you're missing Van Dijk, like it's a big. It can after a while it takes its toll. Like he's such a presence on the pitch. Like even I shit myself when I see him playing, and I'm a striker.
I get that, yeah, I get that. But the problem at home
him
recently...
and Henderson are massive, mate. Jordan Henderson as well. He is what I mean. Tottenham sort of have it in a way in Højbjerg in terms of the passion and the leadership, but in terms of winning, and Jordan Henderson. He is what every top team needs. He is what Man United need right now. He is what Chelsea need right now. He's a leader. He is a leader of men.
I mean, yeah.
We got a leader. The Danish football himself.
He's not even the best centre-back that plays for Denmark. I'm pretty sure Simon Kjær, who plays for AC Milan or plays in Turkey now, is better.
But he's the best DM that plays for Denmark.
Oh.
He doesn't play DM for Denmark, does he?
I swear he does play DM for Denmark.
No, he doesn't. It's Højbjerg and Thomas Delaney.
I've heard numerous sources tell me it was Andreas
Højbjerg, Delaney, Eriksson.
This guy's a proper freak, you know.
I've heard numerous sources on the Bird app that said it's the Danish Maldini.
Oh my god, yo, this
I
guy.
Denmark friends.
Yo.
I just go about
I'm actually really flawless. I'm actually quite angry with you because your team didn't score against it. Because your team didn't score against him. So now on Friday, we've got to listen to the Danish fucking centre back jokes.
Ollie Tax in it. That's what I'm gonna say. Mitigating
circumstances. Ollie Tax. I can't lie. We still got another 90 minutes first.
You know what I'm saying? It's Ollie Tax in it. Ideally, what I want is a draw between those two, but for like 3-3 in it. Christensen mistake and all them things in it. You know what I'm saying? And that, yo.
See you hating on the addendum, man. Just because you didn't expect the Danish brick wall to be this good.
I legit didn't know
Still
that.
hasn't been found, you know.
Yeah, yo, he's lost with
Don't worry,
Timo.
Gavin, he's behind the jail cells here.
Yeah, man, he's lost with Timo in it. That's what it is in that. Yo, big. So yeah, what's your score prediction, Slav? Before we go on to Lewis's
1-0.
1-0. Lewis, what you saying? What's your score prediction? What do you reckon? 1-0 Christensen win. Yeah, Christensen goal.
I was gonna say 1-0. I just ain't got a clue who's scoring. So yeah, we'll run with it.
Lewis, come on. Talk big, man. Come on.
No, I'm going Chelsea win. It's just
Chelsea
Yeah,
win.
I think you should put 10 quid on a 1-0 win Christensen to score.
oh no. I can't put 10 quid on it just yet. That goal could be saved for a bigger
Could you
occasion,
imagine?
the Champions League final. Istanbul settings, glorious.
This guy. That's mad though.
Final.
I reckon it's gonna be a draw. So out of the four of us and Yan City, also no one's predicted a Liverpool win. We got 2 draws.
Yeah,
we got 3 draws.
I think
Yeah,
it's
we got 3 draws and a Chelsea win, which is strange considering Liverpool at a home side. That's mad. I just can't see them
think it's
losing
just
5 games in a row. Yeah, I think they'll stop the row. I can't see them losing 5 games in a row at home.
I think
can't.
tomorrow is just about not losing for them.
Yeah. And I think Chelsea is a good point for them. I'm not sure where they are in the
We'll
league.
take the draw if we have to, but we should take the win if it's there.
I tell
you
you
should
what,
go
though,
for it.
yeah, like jokes aside, obviously we're not very good at the moment, but we played very well on Sunday. But Spurs, yeah, if they can get a run going, we are now 9 points of Man United with a game in hand.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what the
Sorry.
table's like.
No,
Table's
sorry,
close.
that's wrong. I'm wrong. If we win tomorrow, we will be 9 points off United with a game in hand. Sorry.
All right, Fulham winning that. You know what I'm saying? Where's it at? Is it at Fulham or is that Spurs?
Yeah, it's at Fulham.
Okay. Like I said, I'm going to keep an eye on that. Cam's here says we'll get to this. He says, so who are your guys' picks for PFA Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year? So personally, mine is Grealish and Ruben Diaz as the Young Player. We'll start with you, Ryan. Who is your Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year so far?
Player of the Year. Grealish
Yes.
is a shout to me. I do love Grealish. He's my favourite player in the Prem, to be fair.
Mhm.
I'd say maybe you could put Gundogan in there. I know Jan's not here, but like Gundogan could go in there as well because he's done really well. I'd say young player. I mean, to be fair, it's hard to look past Diaz because the effect he's had in City has been mad. Like, to make John Stones look good deserves some recognition. I have to be honest. So yeah, I'd probably say Ruben Diaz for Young Player of the Year, to be fair.
All right, cool. Slav, what are you telling us?
I say Saka. Saka could be a shout for Young Player of the Year as well.
He definitely would have been
basically
my
carrying
shout.
that dead Arsenal team.
I don't think Saka should get Young Player of the Year yet because not only are his team like 11th, not only are they 11th, he's only got like 6. I don't know how. It's not a high amount of goals, to be honest. Like he's playing well. He's in a good run of form. Like
He's in a shit
don't think
team
he's been-
though.
Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna lie. When you look at the team he's playing in, he's gonna look good. Like I would go with Ruben Diaz for Young Player of the Year.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, Saka would probably be second. Yeah, I'd also throw in Harvey Barnes as well.
Harvey
Sure.
Barnes.
And then my Player of the Year, obviously, like you call it bias, but I don't think you can look past Harry Kane if he continues the way he is. I saw something ridiculous. I can't remember the exact amount. The amount of goal contributions he has already in we are poor is ridiculous. He's having probably his best season ever, and we're 8th. He is outrageously good. I think him and obviously Son are carrying us, but if he doesn't win it, I understand why, because you've got better players. Well, not necessarily better players, but players who are performing with high standards in better teams. You look at Bruno, you look at players at Man City, and what I can't even think of any Liverpool players this year. I don't think any of them have been that great. Maybe Salah.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't think you can look past Harry Kane personally. Like, I know I'm a Spurs fan, but if someone can find how many goal contributions he's got in all competitions this season, it was a ridiculous number. He is just phenomenal. And if we win anything this season or finish in the top 4, it will be because of him and no other reason.
Fair dudes. Yo,
Harry
Louis, same
Kane's
to you.
He's too good, Harry.
Player of the year and young player of the year.
Yeah. Harry Kane's also signing a new contract in the summer. Just thought I'd let you know.
Ruben Diaz, young player of the year, is a fair shout. Probably will go to him.
How old is Ruben Diaz though? Is he 23? When we say young player of the year, what's the age?
Under 25, I think.
That shouldn't even be young player of the year. That's mad.
When you start the season, you have to be 23 when you start the season or something like that. Okay. I think it's something.
Because I remember there was the 14-15 season. Hazard won player of the year for Chelsea, but he was also eligible for young player of the year. But they gave it to Harry Kane, and we were just there like, well, hold on. You've given Eden Hazard the award for best player in the league. What?
It's not. They don't give it to be. It's not given out to who they think should get it. It's done on votes.
What, specific votes based on each? Okay,
the players and the managers vote for who they think should be the player of the year.
No, it was just weird because the concept then didn't make sense. Like, you pick this guy as player of the year overall, like by default he should be young player of the year too. But I understand
it was done a vote.
Yeah, that one makes sense. But
who would be your player of the year?
Player of the year. I'm struggling to think of a name, to be honest. Probably would be Kane. Maybe Gundogan as well. I feel like he'd be a fair shout.
For me, it's Kane or Bruno.
Oh, can't be Bruno.
Bruno who? Fernandes?
I wouldn't give Bruno. I wouldn't give Bruno.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wouldn't give it to Bruno.
No, I wouldn't give Bruno.
16 Premier League goals and 10 Premier League assists already.
Yeah, how many of them goals are penalties?
That's not the point.
He gets an A star on stats and he gets a E on the eye test.
On the eye test, yeah.
Yeah, you can get an E on the eye test.
Terrible on the eye test. Terrible on the eye test.
Anyone want to swap Bruno Fernandes for Eric Lamela? Give me a shout.
Nah, I wouldn't say all that, but it's like I'm a fan of Bruno, but the way like it shouldn't be in like PFA Team Player of the Year. And like when you look at performances like today, there's stuff like that, and that's not.
Flawless couldn't even run agenda. That's how mad it is.
Yeah, that's not like an out of the blue performance for him. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen him put up there. Just normally he might have got a goal from a penalty or he got an assist. Like his impact can't be questioned. When it comes to Bruno, his impact on the team cannot be questioned when you get that many goals and that many assists. But in terms of what he adds when he doesn't score or assist is minimal. It's minimal. Like today is a prime example. I can't remember he didn't do anything today. He didn't do anything today, and that's the same for today. That's the same for the Real Sociedad game. The same for the Chelsea game. That's 3 games in a row. Real Sociedad, I think he got taken off, but still, the last 2 Premier League games, 3 hours, and I don't remember you doing anything of note. So it's kind of like that. But yeah, in terms of PFA Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year, I think you can't look past Diaz for both, to be honest. The way he's transformed that Manchester City team. I think you got to give it both to. I think you have to give them both to Diaz.
I just thought giving him both is boring.
Yeah, fair enough. I hear that.
I saw a great stat today. Harry Kane's longest Premier League goal drought is 3. Sorry, not Premier League. Harry Kane's longest goal drought for Tottenham is 3 games.
That's exceptional. Harry Kane, a quality striker.
Very good. Yeah, he's amazing.
He's 18 goals away from Omri's Premier League record.
Amazing.
And he's played less games.
I'm all here for the agenda when he breaks it. I'll sit back and Spurs get you.
No disrespect to Henry. Like Henry's arguably the best to ever play in the league and won countless trophies. But as a player and as an individual, Harry Kane is simply one of the, in my opinion, should go down as one of the greatest ever strikers in the Premier League.
He definitely.
I think you'll have something to show.
Yeah,
exactly. I think you'll have something to show.
I feel it sounds like an agenda there, Flawless.
He's in the conversation. The only problem you have with Kane is in terms of no one doubts his talent, no one doubts his goals, his assists, exception. He's not one season wonder. The only problem is like, all right, could you do that What do you do when the pressure's on in terms of in a title run? That's the only thing people will use against him.
I want him to win a trophy more than anything.
I hear that, and I bet he does. Does he make a move? Does someone go in for him, etc.? Because I don't think it's a lack
That's
of talent.
The thing. They what's the guy's name? Fabrizio Romano came out today. They expect Kane to sign a new contract in the summer because obviously he loves the club. He's Tottenham through and through. No one's going to come out in the summer with COVID and pay 200 million for him. 250 million for a 20. At the end of the day, Harry Kane's 27, 28 with injury problems.
Yeah, that's true.
I love Harry Kane. I love Harry Kane, but his ankles are made of glass.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's what it is. But yeah, Cam's here. We'll close on this. Go on.
He ain't going anywhere. That's what I'm gonna say.
I hear that. I think Ronaldo was the only player to win it both in one season. Yeah, I think I'm not sure. Do I even pay attention to?
I don't think anyone else has won it.
Oh, did Gareth Bale do it? Okay.
Gareth Bale.
There
Was
you
it
go,
that
people.
season? It's last season at Spurs where Gareth Bale was just whipping in 30-yard goals every week.
We still won nothing.
Yeah, true. Gareth Bale that season was insane.
Mate, yeah, I remember that. We won 1-0 every week because Bale would score from 30 yards.
It just be the Bale 30-yard strike top corner madness.
Yeah, West Brom, Southampton, Sunderland, Newcastle, all these games, Arsenal. He just scored 30-yard worldies every week.
Yeah, he was cold. I remember that run.
Running the pitch. He ran the pitch at Old Trafford and scored. Took Ferdinand for a walk.
All right, less than that. Yeah, on that note, anyway, people, I hope you lot have enjoyed the Sarcasm City special Q&A. You never know what special guest might join. Like I said, you got Slav, Carefree Lewis. Make sure you subscribe to Carefree Lewis's channel. You're going to see Slav over here. You can catch us free on the Premier League Pandemonium alongside Babs and Neil on Friday. Obviously, catch Lewis on here on Agenda FC on Fridays also. Catch my Don Ryan on every single Q&A, as you already know. Yancey's had to duck off, but big up to her. Make sure you subscribe to Yancey ENT. Hope you lot have enjoyed this as well. Like I said, it's a Sarcasm City membership special. The link is underneath the video for it also, so you can, there's many perks, you know what I'm saying, in on this video and every other video as well. The Sarcasm City TV membership is there, and also all the Sarcasm City shows are available on audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen to it as just a podcast, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, they're all there. Anything you want to, we'll start with you, Lewis. Anything you want to add before we leave?
Hopefully Liverpool get put in a spliff tonight. Other than that, we're all good. Up the Chelsea.
Slav, anything you want to add before we leave?
Just hope Tottenham don't ruin my weekend before it's even Friday, because we play Sunday night, which would be a shame, but unexpected. So hopefully we can actually build up some momentum. And like, subscribe, comment, make the channel explode. Big up Flawless. Big up everyone. Big up tune in Friday. Myself, Lewis, Flawless, Premier League panel, and Bavs, my favourite person in the world.
Yeah.
Big up Bavs. So much love for you, bro. Can't wait to debate with you on Friday. Yeah, just make this channel explode.
Yeah, man. Yo, Ryan, anything you want to add before we leave? And
hopefully Liverpool surprise me and, you know, win at Anfield for once, because it feels like months since. I think our last win at Anfield was actually against Tottenham when Firmino scored in the last minute. That was our last win at Anfield in the league.
Tottenham.
Dr. Tottenham.
Yeah. Dr. Tottenham. But yeah, man. Love to everyone who has locked in. We hope you've enjoyed. Yeah, I love to everyone.
Ozan Kabak winner.
Ozan Kabak winner. Oh, if that happens.
Oh, if he leaps over Andreas Christensen.
Oh my God, that's the dream now.
Lewis is not having it. But yeah, man, love yo. Big up to everyone who's locked. I hope you enjoy the Sarcasm, the special show that we do. We're going to keep on continuing to add members only shows. You can tell I'm tired also. And also, yeah, before we close out, big up to everybody whose team is currently in the top 4. This has been the Sarcasm City special sports Q&A.